What's up, everybody? 45 here. Today we're going to be playing another Tex Murphy game. This is the Pandora Directive, which is, if anybody was here yesterday, we beat, whatchamacallit, we beat Under a Killing Moon yesterday, which was interesting. I'm assuming this is going to be just as good, and I'm going to have a good time with it. I hope we do. What's up, Zordon? How are you? Hope you're doing well. I know Old Man Sim, this is an Old Man Sim requested game. He is playing, I think, Super Mario 64 or whatever right now. I think I saw him. I was on YouTube doing some scripting, so. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get this started, because we're starting late because Davina's on her shit again, like always. You can probably hear it in the background. And I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. You know, every time we play one of these Tex Murphy games, they do something different with like graphics in some ways, so I'm kind of curious to see what they did here. But let's go ahead and get into this. Let's make sure everything looks good first. We're obviously not playing Oblivion. I don't know if I like the box. The box looks stupid. It looks silly, doesn't it? Playing Call of the Lamb, that's what you're doing? I was kind of curious about it. Alright, here we go. I think we need to change our full screen thing too, because I'm pretty sure it's still set to playing Road Rash. Alright, Tex Murphy, Pandora. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Be the right size. Don't fuck me. Thank you, game.
You know, I'm turning 30 tomorrow. Did you know that?
Well, happy birthday. You know, I was just thinking you don't look a day over 25.
Liar. I don't know, I've just been feeling very stuck lately. You know, I cannot remember the last time I was surprised by anything. Can you?
The last time I was surprised was by you. Well, you know what I mean. I'm just surprised that we're able to stay good friends.
I've been thinking about moving. Maybe Phoenix. I've got an old college friend that lives down there, and she says it's nice. I think the change would do me good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you'll love it down there, 'cause there's square dancing and 10-gallon hats and armadillo hunting.
And macho yokels with names like Tex.
Okay, that's yours.
So tell me, what do you think? You think I should go or not?
Well, you know, Arizona may seem like a much more exciting place than San Francisco, but it's dangerous down there. At least around here, you got your friends checking out for you.
It's dangerous everywhere. I mean, especially here. I mean, did you hear about that co-ed? Someone murdered her in her own bedroom.
I didn't hear about that. Who killed her?
Well, the newspaper said it might be a serial killer. They gave him some kind of crazy name. I don't know, I can't remember what they called him.
Well, doesn't that stuff scare you? I mean, I'm a tough guy, and it scares me.
I appreciate your concern, Tex, but I have been fine on my own for a long time. Looks like the rain's letting up. I'm going home.
Got a big date?
Oh, yeah. Cary Grant and a pint of Haagen-Dazs. Hold me down. See you later.
What a schmuck.
What?
Chelsea was giving you opportunities all evening and you blew every one of them. The son PA you are. Well, you wouldn't know a clue if it walked up and punched you in the face.
Listen, all I know is, every time I try and ask her out, she turns me down.
It's from the distinguished gentleman in the corner.
You bought me a drink?
He bought you a bourbon.
Oh, good evening, good evening. Gordon Fitzpatrick is my name. Please sit down, sir. You know, I am not in the habit of eavesdropping, but I do believe I heard someone say that you were a private detective.
That's right. I'm a licensed private investigator.
Oh, delightful. It's a pleasure indeed to meet you, and your name?
Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Tex Murphy. Well. This is fine. Now listen, let me ask you this, Mr. Tex Murphy. Have you in your work ever had the occasion to seek for a missing person?
Sure. I can do that.
Well, then perhaps we could do some business.
I think we can work something out. My office is just around the corner, the Ritz Hotel.
Why don't we go there? I like your office. Oh, yes, the ambiance is very authentic. Reminds me of those, those old detective stories that I used to watch when I was a kid. I'm sure that at any moment, Sam Spade is going to come marching through that door, but then who needs Sam Spade when I've got Tex Murphy standing in front of me? Did you always want to be a private eye?
As far back as I can remember. Would you have a seat, Mr.
Thank you.
Fitzpatrick? Yeah? While all the other kids were logged on to Sesame Street Interactive, I was reading Hammett and Chandler.
It must be quite an exciting life.
Oh, it's got its moments. Don't get me wrong, it's not like the movies. It sure as hell doesn't pay very well. But it suits me. So what can I do for you, Mr. Fitzpatrick?
Well, I'm trying to find an old acquaintance of mine, Thomas Malloy, Dr. Thomas Malloy. The last official address for him that I have is the Ritz Hotel. Now, do you happen to know him?
Can't say that I do.
It's very important that I find him. You know, let me give you a little background. For many years, I was a research scientist and I worked alongside Dr. Malloy. But about 20 years ago, maybe, I guess something like that, our paths diverged and I lost touch with him and he with me. And then very recently, I saw a photograph of him in a local newspaper. Now, it's a strange thing how time is such a natural equalizer, makes us appreciate the faces from one's past. At any rate, the older gentleman in that photograph is Dr. Malloy. And I contacted the newspaper to find out where the photograph had been taken. It was at the San Francisco Technical University. Well, I hiked right out there, got to the campus, and decided to look the man up and surprise him. Even with that photograph, no one recognized him, no one knew his name. But then I received a strange phone call by a young woman named Sandra. The man I knew as Thomas Malloy, she knew as Tyson Matthews. She seemed quite uncomfortable talking on the vid phone, so I suggested we meet. She never showed up for that appointment.
You never heard from her again?
You know, it's strange. But this simple, whimsical wish of mine to get together with my old friend has materialized into, I don't know, I feel a sense of impending doom. I fear for the young woman, and I fear for my friend, Dr. Malloy.
It sounds interesting. I think I can look into this for you.
Thank you. Now, you'll have to refresh my memory. How much is your fee? How does it work?
I charge $500 a day.
Of course.
Plus expenses.
Naturally. There, that should be enough to get you started. And here somewhere, there you go. I can be reached at that number.
I'll be in touch.
I feel we're off to a good start.
All right, Mr. Fitzpatrick. This is the first cash I've had in months. $4,000. I owe Louis $200, and Rook says I owe him $300. But there should be plenty left over. Yes, sir. Things are definitely looking up.
All right, so like first impressions, I have a feeling this game is going to be very similar in style to the previous one. I'm not really getting warm and fuzzies about this. There's something about like how the story is presented so far that it feels more like just a generic ass point and click game. Y'all notice that? Like, it kind of started off like Harvester where nothing made sense. But you know, fingers crossed it'll be a good one, and we'll have a good time with it. Fort. Okay. The entertainment level, the game player's level. Yeah, entertainment. That's fine. The story can move along 3 different paths to a total of 7 combined endings. Oh shit! To play Mission Street, be thoughtful, kind, and choose the high road. Lombard Street, stay neutral and perhaps a little naive. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, be antagonistic and selfish. Interesting. I think this is just the intro again. Yeah. Now we got a different user interface.
Fitzpatrick didn't give me much to go on. Just the newspaper photo of Malloy and the fact that Malloy stayed here at the Ritz. And there's that girl Fitzpatrick referred to, Sandra. Maybe I can track her down. First I need to find out which apartment Malloy was staying in and then get into it. That means I gotta deal with Nilo, my landlord. It's the second week of April and I'm a little late on my February rent payment.
Okay. We still get the same. Ooh. It feels the same, man. It feels the same, but it's a little bit more reasonable. I don't know. What's this?
Space Girl Doris. With your own form-fitting airsuit and come-hither smile, I still dream of you and a lunar landing.
Nice titties, huh? What's this?
These are designer lights.
Okay. Just a bunch of shit everywhere.
Amazingly, I made this horse out of a single coat hanger.
It's not squished. Give me a second. I'll change it just for you. There. Such a whiny Canadian. Holy shit. You just wait till Trump takes over Greenland. He's coming after you next. Because you complain. You just wait. He's coming for you. Such a bad joke. No, so there's a video. It's like a picture of a baby trying to touch Greenland, and the mom says no, and the baby's like, ah! Let me see if I think I sent it to, sent it to my friends. Hold on. Sent it to Caleb. That's what it was. You seen it? Yeah. It's funny as hell. That's what I think of. Alright. We got aminals. Statues and everywhere. Alright, I broke the game. We gotta restart it. See, this is why I can't fix shit. This is why we have to just focus on what it looks like at the time, because if I exit this, it'll break it every time. But it's the same navigation system. I do want to continue my current game in progress.
I'll pick up these clothes next time I'm expecting someone else in my bedroom. Yeah, fat chance of that.
Alright, we got tons of animals.
Amazingly, I made this horse out of a single coat hanger.
Yeah?
I think that's a ceramic dog.
Is it just me or is the game stuttering?
I think that's a ceramic dog.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on. Hold on. Config. Maybe I could turn off some settings. MIDI. I mean, this is all fine. Video. I don't care about gamma. Don't care about that. We shouldn't. I mean, this is a game from the 90s. We shouldn't have to worry about any of this shit.
It's a small miniature camel. This is some sort of... I'm currently reading the Maltese...
The Maltese fruitcake. Okay. I tell you right now, I can't see shit, so I guess that it is important that there's a gamma in here, because it's so fucking dark.
I had to pick up this Playbook issue. Had an interview with my favorite author, what's his name?
I don't know, you tell me. Is there more? No. Yeah, there's a gamma setting.
This is where I...
Okay, Oh, double click the right will change out of that now. That's cool.
This is where I...
Again, I can't see it. We gotta turn up the gamma. That's so silly to me. But I gotta do gamma through the monitor. Fuck you. I don't want to do that. Find the... Blow me. I'm just gonna... Yeah. It's so dark. Can I turn on the obvious desk lamp? Why are all the sound effects gone?
I'm over on your left. I'm over on your right. I'm right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with any of this shit. Auto detect. Auto detect. Accept, sure.
Here's a little tidbit our government boys missed.
Alright, that'll work. Okay. Try our best to see if we can actually see through these things.
This is where I...
Okay, this whole double click shit's gonna piss me off because I'm used to double clicking to get through the game, like, on principle. What was wrong with WASD, brother? Alright, it's the Playbub magazine. God bless. It won't even let me get over here, but there's stuff here. What do we got?
My parents found this in the attic and sent it to me. I remember the pastoral days of my early youth, riding on my trusty Mount Striper, chasing bank robbers and horse thieves. And all that came to an end one summer afternoon during an electrical storm. The lightning struck a transformer near our home, creating a tremendous power surge.
Okay. Alright, what we got here?
I'll pick up these clothes now.
Let's keep kind of looking at everything.
This is where I shave my face once a month, come rain or shine.
There's something hanging here. What's this?
Soap on a rope. Grandpa Murphy buys this for all the grandkids every Christmas.
Okay. Is there anything in the... Nope. Alright. Am I a vampire? I think I'm a vampire because it's clearly a mirror and I am not being seen. So am I mutant? What's this?
This is the certificate and a copy of the check the Mutant League gave me after my last case. I used the cash to expand my office, buy some furniture, and pay off my debts. That left me with $4.12.
Damn. After saving the world, that's what you got, huh?
This space-age cabinet came folded into a packet the size of a Triscuit.
That's cool.
Now,
What do we got here? What room is
this
this?
door connects to my rec room.
Yeah, rec room now.
The guy who sold me this hormonotron said it would make women obsolete in my life, but I can't get it to work.
What if it's the guy at the electronics store?
This door leads...
Okay, so that's the downstairs door. Where does this door go?
That's the way back to my...
That's to your office. Alright, let's start off in the rec room, see if we can find anything.
This door connects to my rec room.
Alright, I do have a card. Let's examine it.
So Fitzpatrick's staying at the Savoy. Guess I can call him on my vid phone if I need to talk with him.
Okay. We still have our credit card from the electronics store.
My trusty electronic shop credit card. The only way to go when you're out of cash.
And then there's our newspaper picture for Malloy, which is this guy. And then 4,000 buckaroos in 20s. Nice. Alright, we got a rec room.
It's another beautiful night in the city I love.
Okay.
I call this painting Bleak Landscape. Oh, I tear up just a little bit every time I look at this empty bottle
Is
of...
that bong?
This is just a bunch of...
That's a bong.
A stack of
Alright, nothing there. What we got here?
This photo was taken at the last family reunion I attended. Has it really been 18 years?
Damn.
This painting epitomizes my view of women as a gender.
What?
No matter how many...
I don't like this control thing. It worked the first time because it's new and fresh, but now it's just fucking annoying.
My favorite.
We got a vase. Come on, I gotta walk over here.
Most of these computer components were
Okay.
Most of these.
So they're just computer components. Got you.
Most of these. That's the only.
Okay, so I need a CD to do anything with this. Okay. Duly noted.
I'm gonna start using this thing just as soon as I get in shape.
We gotta get in shape first, buddy. You won't get in shape if you don't use it.
This barbell would provide a great workout if it weren't so darn heavy.
So he's got a rec room, but he's not even using it good. And we can't move any of the pictures. It's not one of those things. Is there anything of importance here?
A stack of Perry, this is just a handful of this is half of my special.
Usually you'd think there'd be like something in here. Is this just a red herring? All right. Let's go to the office. I mean, he built an entryway. That's cool, I guess.
This office was a dance studio before. This is a breathtaking. This is the only. Nothing.
All right, there's a pot here. Let's see if we could look inside of it. Nothing. Okay, 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 okay. WASD. WASD.
This painting always reminds. I got this from my grandpa, Audie Murphy. It was signed by Richie Havens. Grandpa said he was.
Okay.
This baby's brand new. I had to replace the old one after the
Oh yeah?
incident. Lord, what a horrible memory.
Yeah, remember Pug's head got shoved inside the water cooler thing, so. That was a bad time for, I think, everybody.
Taco. The guy who sold me this said it. A couple more cases and I'll have. Took.
What's this?
I've had this jack.
Weeblos. So he's a Boy
My
Scout?
knife used to have all the cool attachments. Now everything's busted off except the pliers and the standard screwdriver head.
Okay, well, I can use that. Our fax machine still works.
The 60-day warranty just ran out on my. These drawers contain more. These drawers contain.
Okay, then close it.
These drawers contain. The scanner brings back some.
Alright, what we got?
Between my wedding ring and this picture of my ex-wife Sylvia, I will never, ever forget that women are alien creatures capable of great destruction.
Okay.
That's a New York. My new vid phone is essential.
Okay, so we got a vid
This
phone.
picture was taken of my ex-wife on her 25th birthday. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Makes me wonder sometimes why we couldn't make it work.
Cause she was a bitch, dude. What? What the fuck? Hello? Okay.
And my trust.
Oh, we got a
Ritual
lamp.
virility is.
Just random books. Alright. We gotta try to open up the drawers.
I really need.
There we got. Delinquent Body Parts Collection Agency. Damn, they're straight up just repoing, huh?
These drawers are the holding. These drawers are the holding area for.
Okay, so. Okay. Let's go over here. Yeah.
I really.
It's a good idea. It's set to medium. Oh my god. Yeah, but that's not the sensitivity I care about. I don't care about the mouse sensitivity. I think I care more about the movement. It's the walking speed. There we go. That changed nothing. What a useless control.
Another can of.
What's all this?
Yeah, it's taken me years to. That's by Jane Mansfield.
There's really nothing here. Did he draw on the picture?
Between my wedding ring. That's.
I can't really see. It looks like he drew a mustache on it, though. All right, so we got the vid phone. Can we just call him on the vid phone? Oh, this is cool. They brought back the vid phone from the first game.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How are your efforts progressing?
This is epic.
I have a few leads. Called to see if you could give me some additional information.
I'll be happy to tell you anything I know.
I'm loving this so far. At least this. Who are you?
As I've said, I haven't seen my friend for years, and I don't believe I have any additional information that would help you locate him.
Okay.
That may have been the girl that I spoke to at the university.
Okay.
As I've said, I haven't seen my friend for years, and I don't believe I have any additional information that would help. That's the landlord at the...
Okay.
It's my idea that that was the pseudonym that Thomas used when he worked at the university.
Okay.
The name is new to me. The man who runs the diner, I found him a very pleasant man.
Okay. Chelsea Bandow.
I can't place the name.
What do you know about me?
If I'm any judge of...
Okay, so really nothing there. All right, let's go out to the street. I don't think there's anything else I can get from here.
I should probably stop by the newsstand and see if Chelsea's upset with me about last night.
Yeah, you probably
I've been
should.
trying to get her to go out with me for years now, and just when I think I might be getting somewhere, I stick my big foot in my mouth. Well, now I got some money, and maybe she'll give me another chance to let me take her out to dinner.
Can I walk? Oh, it's a scene. Okay.
Hi, Tex.
Let's apologize to her.
Hey, I'm sorry about last night.
Is that so? Why?
Playing hard to get, huh? Okay, I'll play your little game.
I'm not in the mood, Tex. You know, this is not a game to me. I have a lot of big decisions to make, and maybe I need to get away to make them.
Hey, everybody needs some space sometimes. Go if you have to, but I'll be waiting when you get back.
Thanks, Tex. I'll keep that in mind. So what's up?
Well, I got a bunch of cash, but I got nothing to do with it. I figured I'd go out to dinner tonight, but I hate to eat alone. Are you interested?
What, like a date?
kind of want to.
Oh, come on, go out with me. I'll even take a shower.
I'm just not in the mood to go out.
No, it'd be more like two friends having a great meal and maybe some stimulating conversation.
I guess that'd be okay. I mean, yeah, that'd be all right. You know, Tex, I haven't really been myself lately, and I really appreciate you looking out for me.
Where should we go? How about Burger Barn? They got great atmosphere at half the price.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you let me make you dinner at my place?
Ooh.
It's cheaper than going out. And besides, I have something I'd like to talk to you about.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say 8 o'clock.
Deal.
Well, you talked me into it, Miss Bell.
Oh, I feel so spoiled.
By the way, what should I bring? Red or white?
You better bring both.
Aw, we made progress with her.
Finally. After years of relentless pursuit,
She's gonna be a man. Watch her. She's gonna have a penis bigger than my head.
Oh man, the possibilities are making me woozy. Okay, snap out of it, Murphy, and let's get back to work here. Maybe I should head over to the Ritz and see if Nilo's at the front desk. I'm sure he'll be happy to see me.
All right. You gonna let me walk around, or is this just pure linear? What the fuck?
Hold it right there, you sneaking piece of slop.
Hello, Nilo. Good to see you, too.
Ain't we polite today? Strolling in here like some kind of sunbeam from heaven. Tell you what, fork over the money you owe me, and I won't kick your butt all the way out into the street.
Yeah, sure. Here. Let's give him 2,100. That's all the money I owe him. Fuck him.
Ah, that's more like it.
Let's see.
Well, now that we're all square, can you take a look at a photo for me?
I want to show him the picture of Malloy.
No comprende?
Oh my God! You want me to pay him again?
I said I can use your help.
I heard what you said. It's just my meter ran out. Of course, you see no.
Here's 100.
So, what's on your mind?
Thomas Malloy.
Never heard of him.
Okay. What about Sandra?
Recognize the man in this photo?
Yeah, I seen him before.
What can you tell me about it?
He used to stay here. Gone now.
Which room did he stay in?
Hey,
What name did he use when he signed in?
Matthews. Tyson Matthews.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine. P-Brain. We only stayed here a couple of weeks. Paid up front.
Apartment A.
All right. I'm gonna. There's something weird and I don't like it. I feel like this game, there's something weird going on. I'm going to start a new game and I'm going to see what, because I know everything we need to do. So we'll just skip through all the cutscenes. I felt like I'm being pushed through areas on purpose and then I'm missing the ability to have like a choice of agency. Fort 2. Okay, 2 is fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll just rock and roll with what we were playing. Let's go back into the Ritz, I guess. Yeah, the second one gives you more shit to deal with, but I don't know if I want to.
What do you want?
There's something I forgot.
Well,
Well, I'm I'm not gonna give you...
Okay. On account of my good mood, I won't charge.
Thank you. All right, Tyson Matthews.
We only stayed here a couple of weeks. Paid up front for 2 months. But he's too late to get a refund.
So he did stay here. Okay.
What are you asking about me for? Want to ask me out on a date?
No thanks, Milo. You appear to be gross as fuck.
Nicest guy on the street. Me and him, we talk the same language.
Yeah, money.
I'd like to wipe the smile off that fat guy's face. But he ain't a bad cook.
Okay. What about Chelsea? What do you think of her?
I got a few things I'd like to teach that Chelsea. If you know what I mean.
That is really gross.
Look, as long as you pay the rent, I don't care if you're the Queen of freaking England.
Okay. All right, let's go explore Chandler
Store
Street.
leads out to Chandler.
Whew. Let's see if anything's changed. All right, so this place got shut down, looks like. Clint's Coco Cabana next to Coit Tower.
Coco Cabana was just opened by a reformed bum named Clint. I met him during my last case when he was living in a dumpster in an alley behind Rook's pawn shop.
Oh shit, really? Is he still drinking chocolate or is he still addicted to it?
Yeah.
I thought I'd just come by, check out your place. Maybe order myself a snack. How about a vanilla shake?
Vanilla's for pansies. The only thing I serve here is pure creamy chocolate. And if that's too strong for you, then get lost.
Okay, well, let's see the menu. Oh, your house special looks interesting. Clint's enchanting chocolate chili. That come con carne?
Read the sign again, bonehead. It says, sorry, no carne. Besides, I'm all out of the chocolate chili. Sorry.
Tell you what, why don't you surprise me? I'd like something tasty, but not too rich.
Sorry, I happen to be out of everything at the moment. In fact, I was just about to close up for the day. So unless you have something important on your mind, well, why don't you just run along?
Hey, brother, fuck you. Why are you being such a dick? Let's ask about Thomas.
Nope. Drawing a complete blank.
What about Sandra?
Oh, I wish. Can't say it.
Okay.
Oh, I wish. Nilo, an open sore on the face of humanity. At one point, I had to choose between living at the Ritz and living in the dumpster. I took the lesser evil.
Okay.
Totally. That blood-sucking tightwad, he wanted me to pay rent for living in the dumpster outside of his pawn shop.
What a dick.
That guy's a real gem. Hell of a cook. Chelsea's a nice girl. But whatever happened between us was over long ago. Don't let the torch she still carries for me stand in your way. All right. You brought me a chocolate pie when I was on the skids. I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life. You're a god. Happy?
All right, let's just go. All right, so Coit Tower still exists. The glories of a vegetarian diet. Okay. Is it locked?
This place has been locked up for months.
Wonder why. Acme Warehouse.
I guess they have to keep this door locked now that people are storing their stuff here. I guess they have to keep... it's all locked.
So it's locked up. This is where that guy came. What's this?
This gate opens up to the...
Dude, it's so dark.
And he proclaimed in a mighty voice,
Oh my god.
Woe be unto ye, eaters of flesh. Cursed.
You. No, not you, the one in the hat. Have you not come to be healed?
Of what?
Well, now that you mention it, it's kind of hurt when I go like this.
Then quit doing it.
Well, I'll be darned. You're right. That actually feels much
That guy's a
better.
good doctor.
Heal thyself, stranger. The path of regularity and low blood pressure is straight and narrow. Partake not of the flesh, especially red meat.
Red meat.
And choose instead the bulk and fiber of cereals, fruits, vegetables, and especially grains.
Grains. Okay.
Well, how about I have a steak, but I wash it down with something grain-based, say double bourbon.
Steak is the spawn of evil. Bourbon, however, is a different thing indeed. I myself prefer a fine single malt Scotch.
It's a good choice.
I'll tell you what. If I bring you a bottle of single malt scotch, will you answer some questions?
For a bottle of single malt, I will not only answer your questions, I will bless your family for 3 generations. For now, I must return to my preaching.
Okay.
Sounds like a bottle of good scotch might loosen up Crazy Gary's tongue. I heard that Sal Lucido, the former owner of the Slice of Heaven pizza parlor, kept a first-rate stash of illegally imported booze somewhere on the street.
Oh, okay. So is it like on the street, or is it hidden in this place that's so dark I can't see shit?
The garbage can...
Because I'm feeling that's what's gonna happen. Is I'm gonna try to look in all these things. It's gonna be dark as shit because this is the era where dark means better, I guess. What's that? It's purple.
This is the shapely backside of the Golden Gate Hotel.
Okay. It's over here. Deliveries. So this is another gate to open. Way too many gates, man. Jesus. I've never once cared about back alleys. I don't know why they made this. It's really not feeling this one so far. Does this say poo? No, okay. Oh, there's something here. What we got?
This antenna isn't busted. I might be able to extend it. There we go.
I now possess a pointer. Okay, so I got myself an extender. That's cool. What's back here?
Well, surprisingly, no, the windows are broken.
Okay.
It's all locked.
Okay, that's locked up. Jesus Christ. Alright. Rusty's Funhouse.
Rusty's front door is sealed off with a cop lock. There's no way I can get in without unlocking it.
What cop lock?
Looks like the cop...
Oh, okay. Is the theater open?
The Fuchsia Flamingo certainly has the nicest doors on the street.
Can I go through them? No? Okay. Let's talk to Chelsea, see if we can get any more information.
So, what do you think about Italian food?
I love it.
Well, if you'll throw in some garlic bread and a crisp green salad, I'll wash your windows.
I might take you up on that.
Oh, that's cool.
So what's up?
Ugh.
Don't have a... Gary stands up there by the Golden Gate every once in a while and preaches till he's blue in the face. He's actually quite a normal guy, though, once you get to know him.
Oh, yeah?
Someone named Izzy bought the place. I think he rents it out for people to store stuff.
Okay.
Clint's done really well for himself. He was down and out for a while, but now he's got the Coco Cabana stand at the Coit Tower. Now he just needs a decent toupee.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, Tex. I've never... I don't know. Nilo's a scum. There was a single mother who stayed at the Ritz before you moved in. And when she lost her job, Nilo kicked her out onto the street.
Wow.
I don't know how he stands himself. Sorry, Ted.
Oh, we got more.
Rook's getting up there, but he's still sharp as a tack. He always tells me that I wouldn't stand a chance if he was 20 years younger. Louis, such a nice man. He's always been there for me whenever I needed someone to cry on. How would I describe myself? Let's see. Self-employed, moderately attractive.
You're beautiful.
Unattached, but hopeful. Kind of like you, except a lot younger.
What do you know about me?
I've always thought you were quite attractive. Of course, I've always been known to confuse attraction with sympathy.
Oh, you bitch. All right. You mean bitch. All right, let's go into Rook's store, see how he's doing.
Rook's been running his pawn shop since sometime before the Eisenhower administration. He's a crusty, mean-spirited little troll who's rumored to have a heart of gold.
Thanks, yeah. I mean, my voice is still kind of
Buys
like,
on
man,
credit
but
occasionally, then
it's
he
enough to
nags
work
me
with.
ruthlessly until I pay up. We get along all right, as long as I keep my bills settled.
Up already, Murphy? And it isn't even lunchtime yet. Or am I still asleep? Having a horrible, horrible nightmare.
Here you go, Shorty. I told you I'd pay you back as soon as I got a case, didn't I?
Well, let's pop the champagne and have a parade. Murphy paid me back.
I'd love to drink some bubbly with you, Rook, but I'm pretty busy with the case. That's another reason why I stopped by.
Ordinarily, Murphy, I'd tell you what to do with your irritating questions. But after all, you did pay me back. I suppose I can spare you a few moments.
Okay. I need to ask you about everything.
Never heard the... They finally found Rusty, dead as disco. And I, for one, couldn't be happier. I didn't care much for the drug dealers, illegal novelty smugglers, and out-of-work clowns that used to hang out at the fun house.
I don't think that's the same actor.
That imbecile. He's been trying to make problems for Louis. He doesn't eat meat and thinks anyone who does is a barbarian. Moron.
Moron.
The warehouse was turned into a storage facility.
They're doing good.
I have items stored there myself.
I got it the worst.
The rates are very reasonable.
Who's Clint?
Well, if it wasn't for me, he'd still be camping out in the dumpster. I told him I was going to charge him rent, and he moved up to Coit Tower. Well, I don't know where he got the money to open his chocolate stand. He probably stole it.
Probably.
No. I've seen this man before. He came into my pawn shop several weeks ago and pawned an item. If you want to find out what he pawned, I suggest you find him and ask him.
Okay.
The man in your photo told me his name was Tyson Matthews.
Okay.
Nilo's run the Ritz for years. He's a pig. But at least he pays cash when he buys something from me.
Yeah, I don't do that. I just steal it.
How should I know who that is?
Tell me about you.
You know enough about me.
Don't be mean.
Louis is a good man. He seems to like you quite a bit. I can't figure out for the life of me why. Oh, Chelsea. If I were a younger man, you wouldn't have a chance with her.
Yeah, you think that.
Yeah, I'll admit you have some skills as a PI. It's your social skills that need desperate help.
You're so nice. Let's go back to the alley. Well, this hasn't changed much, has it? This is the dumpster that Clint used to live in. Looks like he moved it. Is this still painted on? Is this still a fake,
Sure looks...
Yeah, it's still painted on. Okay. Sometimes Rook throws things away and it ends up here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So this is the exact same game so far. It's just the same game.
Louis uses a rain gutter just like this one whenever he brews a pot of his special...
Armageddon blend, huh? Ooh, this one could be open. Might be something in there. Nope.
Back again, Beth.
I don't need a loan, brother. Alright, what? Ooh! The pizza shop's gone. What happened?
The Slice of Heaven's been vacant for months. During one of my previous cases, I did a job for the former owner, Francesca Lucido. Helped her get a divorce from her dirtbag husband, and she took him to the cleaners. Last I heard, she was dating some young stud named Julio and renting a condo in Miami Beach.
Interesting. So all this got fixed. This used to be radioactive. That's cool. What's this?
The Slice of Heaven.
This door can be open. What's this?
Yeah, floors and stairs in here are all pretty dusty. Doesn't look as though anybody's been in here for a while.
Okay, so but we can, so let's go. Fucking, are you serious? Do you expect me to be able to see in here?
Nothing interesting.
Fuck me, dudes.
Some of this trash consists of an ancient garden.
Well, there's the single malt. This is probably the one he was hiding. Yep, bottle of scotch. So now that crazy guy will talk to us. I was expecting it to find it back here. I thought it'd be on the street, like he mentioned, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go talk to the guy in the corner. See how he's holding up.
The Brew and Stew, Louie's Diner, is more of a home to me than my place at the Ritz. Louie's probably my best friend if I have one. He's always making sure I get enough to eat, and he runs me tabs for months at a time. My current debt is up to $200.
We're gonna pay him.
With the smell of fresh coffee and Louie's special home cooking, the Brew and Stew always has the welcome sign turned on.
We gotta make sure we take the high road and pay our stuff.
Mike! I noticed you talking to that older gentleman last night. I bet Rook $20 that he hired you to do some work for him.
You'd be right.
Well, I'm happy to report that Rook owes you $20. Though I'm sure he's going to be real happy about paying off the bet.
I think Rook's only nice to members of the fairer sex, and not too many of them. So I was right. You did get a job.
I did.
My client's looking for a friend of his. He's not having too much luck finding him. He gave me a nice advance to see what I could turn up.
Congratulations, Mike. It must be a relief to be working again.
It is.
You said it. It's actually why I came down here. I'm hoping you can help me with the lead.
First, I want to pay you, though. I owe you money.
You're okay in my book, Mike.
All right, let's ask about the stuff.
Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. The cops came in and closed that place down a couple weeks ago. Turns out they found Rusty's body in there. Someone dumped him in a barrel of acid.
Yeah, I remember finding him, but I never...
Had a lot of conversation in here, I'll tell you.
I don't know.
That warehouse changes owners like partners at a square dance. I guess it's some kind of storage unit now.
Yeah.
Clint's done real good for himself. That chocolate stand up at Coit Tower's doing some pretty good business. Yeah, I remember this guy. Came in here to eat a couple times. Probably a month ago.
Okay.
I don't like to talk bad about people, so I got nothing to say about Nilo.
Because it's nothing but bad.
I just saw him talking to you. That's about it. Rook's just an ordinary son of a gun, but believe it or not, he's pretty soft underneath.
Nice.
What are you asking about me for? I ain't nothing special.
Yeah, you are.
Chelsea's the sweetest girl I've ever met. There's nothing I'd like more than to see you two together.
Yeah, same.
You're okay in my book, Mike. No matter what anyone...
It's very nice of him to say that. Alright, what's this on the street? Oh, it's Nilo's wallet.
So, my landlord dropped his wallet, and it's full of cash. Of course, I could return it.
I'm gonna return it because I never want to steal anybody's shit. They moved the mailbox. And there's a letter on the ground.
Uh-oh. Moral dilemma. To mail or not to mail? That is the question.
You gotta mail it.
I may regret this the next time I'm eating dog food for breakfast, but right now it feels pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta. Alright, let's go into the...
Well, that...
Oh, thank God, it just opens up
The
now.
electronic shop opened last year, and I got to know the previous owner, Ham Underwood. I got an electronic shop credit card under somewhat shady circumstances, and I ran up a good-sized bill during my last case. I hear there's a new owner now, some guy named Zach Williams.
Hold it right there. Get your hands up where I can see them. All right, now, take out your electronic shop credit card. Ah. Nice and easy. So you're Murphy. I just got your photo from the credit department. We were wondering when you'd show up here again. I got orders about you. Straight from corporate headquarters. Sorry I gotta do this. But now then, what can I do for you?
What was that about?
Joke's on you, pal. That was my driver's license.
No, it wasn't. The reason we had to revoke your card is that you bought several items here about 4 months ago, and you haven't sent us a dime.
Well, I'm sorry.
Listen, your merchandise is so worthless, you ought to pay me for taking the stuff off your hands.
No, don't say
Your
that.
account is over 120 days delinquent, and you owe us $1,230.
Say what?
I can pay that.
That amount includes one fax machine,
Yep.
$399.
Yep.
One laser blade,
Yep.
$29. A film developing kit,
Yeah.
$179.
For that piece of crap?
You bought it. And $623
Oops, excuse me.
in interest.
What?
$623 in interest.
Yeah, here you go.
All right, all right. Here's your money. Now, when do I get my new credit card?
You don't. From now on, it's cash only. If you see something you like, ask me about it, and I'll give you a price.
No, I appreciate that. All right, let's take a look at his assorted bullshit. Let's see what's changed through the years.
Photo analyzer. Most of the photos I've seen don't require much psychiatric help. Now there's utility. A radio that doubles as a boat propeller.
Nice. What we got here?
These joysticks never seem to provide the satisfaction they promise. That sucker reminds me of the...
Do.
Tissot watches. Last one I had broke down.
We got
Those
earphones.
headphones sound terrible with my Victrola. Those headphones.
You don't have one? There's a channel point redeem too.
This computer has way too many keys. I used to have a battery pack like this for my Robco toys.
You might have the channel points.
Taser. I had one of those once, but I kept zapping myself. Taser.
What we got here?
That is one old...
Let's see.
The Robco memo pad.
So we get points occasionally for looking at these things.
I haven't sold a single visor since I started shopping here. A relief globe of the moon. That might come in handy if I ever have to relieve myself on the moon. Memo pad.
All right, what are you thinking?
I got one of these, and it's a real beauty. Of course, I'm afraid my credit card for this slide box will terminate.
Let's talk to him.
Our vid phone prices are very competitive.
Okay.
The Topper Globe runs for the Canon Hyper Zoom is our device. The Robco, the video.
Oh, I was like, I thought he was gonna like tell me some stuff. Since you seem to enjoy the franchise so far, it'd be nice to play through all of them. Which one? I've played through a lot of franchises, Raptor. You gotta be more specific. Here's your wallet.
Como está, P-Brain?
So you
Must be nice now you don't
franchise locked Tex Murphy?
So, what do you want?
Here's your wallet, brother. We're in the franchise lock for Tex Murphy. Why do you think I'm playing Tex Murphy? We're playing. That's why we're currently doing this. Yeah, I'll get your actually Zordon or Divine. Can you redeem that franchise lock back to Raptor?
Got a whole new respect for you, snotface.
All right, so he said he was in room A, I believe. Is this a vid phone?
The vid phone's busted, but Nilo won't put an out of order sign.
That's what the game list is for. It tells you all these things.
It's mail drop.
So we got a mail drop. What's in here?
Nilo hasn't had the...
Is that free? What'd I get?
Sheesh. This sandwich is about as fresh as Nilo's undershirt.
That's gross. Okay, I don't think I can mess with any of the
This
mail.
is where most of the residents come to get their mail. I have mine delivered right to my... Nilo says...
Oh, God. He said something about room A.
I'd run naked. I don't make a policy of getting to know my neighbors. The Ritz is the kind of place...
I gotta ask him what room he's in again. Jesus Christ. What's this?
Well, looks like Nilo's in for a busy and productive day. Nilo must have found these magazines in the dumpster out back. The only magazines he pays for are the naughty ones. Nilo...
Okay. What's up, Nilo?
Bonsoir, dopey. We only stayed here a couple of weeks. Paid up front for 2 months. But he's too late to get a refund.
Okay. I guess we'll just find the room and knock on it when that time comes.
I wouldn't sit.
Alright. Fuck this. Is this the door to his office? So that's a storage closet.
I don't make a policy.
So B, C, A. There we go.
So... it's all locked up. What a scumbag. Nilo knew I couldn't get it. What a...
I guess we gotta go ask about the code then.
Nilo looks around like he's about to sell some government secret and then lets me take a peek in his special notebook.
Okay.
The code is 4827.
4827. Alright.
It's all locked up.
Okay. Alright, we're in the office. Oh shit! We're already on day 2? Damn.
My head feels like it's full of molasses. Yeah, another swell case for San Francisco's favorite punching bag. I suppose the fact that someone knocked me out must mean I'm on the right track. Whoever hit me did a thorough job. Must have interrupted his search of the apartment. Maybe that means he overlooked something.
You always seem to be getting knocked out by lead pipes. It's like... I don't know, it happens all the time. Okay, what we got here?
Whoever furnished the Ritz must have bought credenzas in bulk.
I'm trying.
Rusty,
what's up, Aaron? Okay, we can't open up any of this. Let's take a look, see. Yeah, we beat the other one yesterday, Under a Killing Moon. And that was a good game. This one, I don't know how I feel about it so far. It's kind of weird. Alright, I see something here. What is this? Acme Storage.
This warehouse is just down the street from the Ritz.
Yeah? You gotta kind of like stand in front of... Yep, that's why. I fucking... Oh my god. Alright, we got a letter.
Whoever wrote this has worse penmanship than I do. Either that or it's written in some weird language.
Well, if you let me see it, I can maybe... What we got here? Reagan ages. The fuck is wrong with people? Strange picture of children. Alright, we got to open this.
I loved this book when I was a kid. Aliens, spaceships, mysterious structures. Then I grew up and realized it was all a load of crap.
Is there anything special about the book?
No play, bub. I never look at these personally.
Yeah, you do. You look at it so personally that you knew about it.
These boxes are in.
What we got here?
I wonder who this David Wright is. And more importantly, if Malloy's been to his cabin in Oregon.
Okay. Got ourselves a jacket.
Ooh, This scarf reeks of cheap perfume. I guess Malloy must have had a lady friend in for a visit. And if the lady friend...
Okay, so a lady friend in a cheetah jacket.
No play, bub. I never...
Good to know.
And lamp looks...
Anything hidden up here? No.
I shudder to think about...
Oh, what we got here?
Damn. Looks like Malloy made a special llama pal back in his younger days.
We're getting there. They're gonna... Once Donald Trump gets Greenland, this is what's gonna happen to San Francisco. We're gonna get nuked by everybody. Just wait. It's coming.
Rickety.
Alright, no lamp. Is there anything down here that is underneath the bed? Seems like something they would do in this. Same with the credenza. Which I didn't even know what a credenza was until I played this game. That's worth opening. Because there's something in it. But I gotta look down. What is this?
Looks like Rook did some business with Mr. Malloy.
So there's his claim ticket, okay.
I wonder if Rook...
Alright, we got a lot of good evidence here. That's great.
Oh, man. Chelsea's gonna kill me. I didn't realize how long I was out. God, almost 16 hours. I was out cold straight through our dinner date.
Oh, dude.
She's never gonna believe me.
Yeah, we're fucked. Let's ask about... Let's see, the scarf.
Nope.
Nope, okay.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Let's go talk to Chelsea. Hopefully she doesn't hate me. Oh no, she's not the newsstand.
No, Chelsea's not a...
Well, I don't know where her apartment is. I just don't want to get in trouble.
I fly my speeder to the Four Gables apartment building where Chelsea lives. Luckily, or maybe not, she doesn't answer the door. For the time being, I can save my groveling apology for later and go back to working on my case.
Hopefully I wasn't supposed to go there. I mean, I don't really care how it ends, but... Alright, we got 3 different maps. San Francisco, Chandler Avenue, and North America. Yo, we're going all the way across North America. Look at this! This is awesome! Huh. Okay. Let's go to the warehouse. Is it still locked?
It's all locked up.
It's still locked? Okay. I mean, I don't mind walking. I don't mind walking right now. Let's go to Rook's pawn shop.
Good Lord, Murphy. What is it about my shop that has you so fascinated?
I have a claim ticket.
And give yourself some credit, Rook. You're an extremely charming man.
And you're full of baloney. What do you want?
Receipt from pawn shop.
I need to redeem this receipt.
You didn't pawn this.
Well, how much is it? Look, I'm willing to pay extra.
$200. Yep, plus $50 for it not being your receipt.
Damn, they're bleeding me. Just convert 500 points from your score into $500. Yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
What do I have? What was the new purchase? The black dagger?
So this is the item Malloy pawned. I'm no expert, but this thing looks pretty ancient. Wonder where it came from. Ooh.
I don't want that. I don't want...
Jackknife. I wonder if there's anything here.
I
don't like the idea that I need to use money. It's an adventure game. Grow the fuck up. Like that. This is not... Right now, this is probably the worst one I've played so far. Let's just travel to my office. It'll be easier. And we'll go to my office. Travel to. Let's ask some questions. on the vid phone.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How goes the investigation?
It's coming along.
Please. As I've said.
Okay, scarf.
As I've said. Unless it's related. It's my idea. I don't. That's the landlord at the Ritz, if I'm not mistaken. Extremely unpleasant and uncooperative.
Good pick.
Oh. The name is New. I don't. The man who runs. The name. If I'm.
All right, so I guess we got nothing. I want to ask him about the dagger, but
I'm confident that...
Excellent.
Yeah, but what about this black dagger? Like, there's all these pieces of evidence that I have. The game is not letting me talk to people about, and that's weird. All right, let's go in the back alley and give him that scotch, see if we can get anything. All right, Mr. Prothesizer.
I have.
Well...
Bottle of scotch, offer.
How may I assist you, O venerable giver of the precious potation?
Tell me about Thomas Malloy.
That appellation...
You know a scarf?
Yeah, I've not... No.
Okay.
I saw this man but once, strolling along the thoroughfare. He appeared to drop an article of some sort. When he bent to retrieve it, I espied an object fall from his pocket. It turned out to be a key.
Do you have the key?
That appellation... You may indeed have the key, and I wish you luck in locating the poor man.
All right, well, I am now in possession of a key. That's cool.
I saw... Yeah, I've not... No.
No.
I have seen the warehouse, but have never entered therein.
Okay.
The cretin is a veritable slaughterhouse. If he approaches to within eyesight, I fairly retch from the foul odor.
What's up with the...
I have been summoned by a greater power to preach against the forces of red meat and its kin.
Okay.
It is my calling in life, and I fear no man.
That's cool.
That... A name with... Now there is a man of insight. He eats no meat. Of course, he eats nothing but chocolate.
Chocolate?
Psycho preacher! That's what the foul little man calls me. A curse be upon his pancreas.
Are you wishing diabetes upon somebody? That's insane.
That nefarious parasite, his very livelihood subsists on polluting the intestines of all the inhabitants in our fair locality. I have waged war upon him and his ilk, and only one of us will live to tell the tale.
Chelsea.
Ah. Your taste in Scotch is unquestionable. For that fact alone, I can bear the stench of digesting meat emanating from your every pore.
Oh, you're so fucking weird, Crazy Gary. Alright, so we got Chandler Avenue. We can't do anything for Coit. We don't have any chocolate. Acme Warehouse is locked up. Brew and Stew is whatever. I don't really... I mean, I got like this scarf. Maybe he knows.
How was your kid? I remember this scarf. And the perfume on it. Young, blonde girl.
Okay.
Came in here a while ago. In fact, she came in here with the guy in the photograph.
Oh, yeah? You know this guy?
No thanks. She was real pretty, though a little heavy on the makeup. I think she said her name was Emily.
Emily, okay.
That's the guy. I remember. I'm pretty. Yeah. The comp. I don't like it.
So running into the issue that we had in the first game where there's just way too much dialogue options, and I don't... Alright, let's just travel. So we can go to San Francisco. Let's go to the police station. Who's here?
I've known Lieutenant Mac Malden.
It's
for
Mac
years.
Malden. His nose got
We know
bigger.
each
Nice.
other out. Like a few months ago, when I gave Mac a tip on finding Rusty the Clown's body in the funhouse down the street from the Ritz.
Oh,
well,
Jesus.
as I live and breathe, it isn't Tex Murphy, my little VI pal.
Fuck you, Mac Murphy.
Hey, what's your arm doing in a sling? Isn't it usually your butt?
You're a funny guy, Murphy. You know, I sprained my elbow beating the hell out of a guy just 'cause he reminded me of you.
Well, that's mean.
Injured in the line of duty, huh? That must be why they made you Cop of the Month.
Cop of the month. Whoop-de-doo. I got a monogrammed nightstick and an all-you-can-eat dinner at Jolly John's House of Grub. Though I do suppose I owe you one for helping me find Rusty's remains at the funhouse. So what do you want?
Just some information.
Don't know anything? You think I know everything? No, can't. Well, there are some things I don't know about. We found Rusty's remains in there thanks to your tip. Sure was good to close a case on a damn clown. I'm not sure who owns the place now, but I still got the key.
Can I have the key?
Sure. After the tip you gave me, I suppose the least I can do is loan you the key.
Alright, so we got all these keys to places that I don't know.
Don't know anything about him. Well, there are.
Tyson Matthews.
Don't know.
Warehouse.
Well, there are.
Crazy Gary.
Don't know any.
Nilo.
You think I know?
Gordon Fitzpatrick.
Don't know.
Zach Williams.
You think I?
Clint.
Don't know.
Roe Gardner.
I met him when we were investigating the pawn shop robberies. Seemed like a decent guy.
He is.
Louis makes the best chili in town. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in with my new low-fat, high-fiber diet.
It's a pretty unhinged game.
You think I know? You're not my type if that's what you're...
Okay, we're gonna leave now. Chandler Avenue. We can go check out this cabin. Let's go check out the cabin, see if we can find anything.
David Wright's cabin is out in the middle of nowhere. The place appears to be totally abandoned. The door's unlocked, but as soon as I step inside, I sense something wrong. Like I'm just about to open a carton of milk that's been sitting out in the sun too long.
I don't like environments like this because there's way too many things that I might need to find. There's blood right there. That's never a good sign.
The rag's got brown stains all over it. No, that's blood.
I don't get points for that? Okay, there was clearly a robbery here. So there's a string of robberies that are still happening. But we got a disc.
Interesting.
Alright, we'll run that back in our... Close that.
Whoever came through here... Well, someone...
Okay, so there's something bad going on here. Oh, shit.
These pieces of paper... Well, it's a big red... paper sketch.
There's a murder most foul here. What's this? No thanks. Alright, we're gonna see if we need to move this mat. What's all this?
These casings are from government issue shells.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we can't move that, so... We're just gonna have to work our way around the room, because I'm gonna go insane trying to fuck with things in this.
That's an interesting picture. This must be Mr. Wright. Well, someone must have been here regularly because...
It's too much, man. It's too much, it's too much, it's too much. What we got here?
Fireplace.
Okay.
Fireplace.
All right, nothing crazy about that. And we got books.
These books look like they... These books look like...
They're just books? Okay.
Books in the case. Books...
Alright, somebody broke in through here too.
This window looks like it's been broken from...
Okay. Anything on there? No.
And this door.
Door's jammed shut. There's a tree in the house.
This tree probably...
I'm gonna save because I don't trust this game. Don't Bingoozy me. I want to be Bingoozied. Is this not an upstairs to like a door? What? It's not like I could fucking see anything.
This door's locked and I don't see a place for a key. No security keypad.
Okay, so it makes me wonder if this has something to do with that puzzle. Fill in the grid so there are 4 blue squares, 3 white, 3 green, and 3 yellow. No horizontal, vertical, or diagonal row can have more than 1 square with the same color. So 4 blue. I gotta write this down. Because we have a puzzle. 4 blue. 3 red. 3 white. 3 green. And 3 yellow. So 4 blue and everything else is 3. Except for orange. There's no orange. No horizontal, vertical, or diagonal row can have more than 1 square with the same color. Okay.
Secure.
Yellow. Oh, that's not the puzzle at all. So this doesn't matter. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess.
The rag's got brown stains all over it. No, that's blood. And it's...
I mean, there's really nothing I can do. Yeah, I need a hint. Find out about Emily, see directory. So we got to go around asking about Emily. So let's go back to the Ritz. And we'll go to the lobby.
I ain't familiar with that name.
Okay. Let's go to my office and see if I call on the vid phone, maybe he knows something about it.
Hello, Mr. Murphy.
I have a few leads.
I'll be happy.
You know anything about Emily?
As I've said.
Well, it'd be helpful if I could go to the university, okay? But I can't. I have these 2 places. Chelsea's not in her apartment. Maybe I could tell him about the murder?
Make it quick, Murph.
I just need to ask you.
Fine.
Oh yeah, I got the CD from the cabin. We should look into that. Chandler Avenue, the Ritz, my office, travel to. Now that we have the CD, we can play the, we can remember where the fucking computer is. The computer's in the computer room, that's right. Because why bother having it in your office? Makes too much sense, right? So I gotta put the CD in there first? Okay.
That's the only computer.
CD use on here. So this is where the, okay. Blue, white, green, red. White has to go here because white can't go here. Blue can't go there, so it's gotta go here. Red can go here. Yellow can go here. Nope, it sure can't. Oh my god, that's gonna be fucking hell! No horizontal, vertical, or diagonal row can have more than one square of the same color. So that's the puzzle we're doing. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Benghazi. Remember Benghazi? Whenever Hillary Clinton let that place get overrun? That's the joke. How do I reset this? Fucking stupid ass puzzle, bro. Alright, green. Green, no. Green, no. Green, no. Green can go right here. No. So green cannot go there. Green has to go here. I don't know. It's like in the future. Some weird future. No. It can go here. It can also go here. It can go here as well. So green is accommodated. White. White can go here. No, yes. Yellow can go here. No, yes. No, yes. Red can go here. Red can go here. Red can go here. So now we're left with blue, which I probably should have done first because blue is going to be our problem child. And because they're too much of assholes to just reset this shit. God bless America. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Alright, blue can go here. Cannot go here, can't go here, can't go there. So it's gotta go here. No, yes. No. No, yes. No. So it's got to go here. No and no. So we got to figure out exactly where this blue one's going to go. Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. So it would have to go here. What a shit encryption. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. So that blue cannot go there. So we'll just work with this now. No, 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 no. Yes. Yes. And yes. Alright. So the blues are good. Nah, they can't be in any of the similar lines. Like I can't have blue down here, diagonal from here. It's very stupid. Green can go here. No, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. White can go here. No, yes. No, 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 yes. 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 No, 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 no. Good. Here we go. This is where this shit starts. No, yes. No, 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 no. 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 So red cannot go there. No, it's not like Sudoku. It's a random fucking shitty color puzzle. I can go there. No, 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 no. No, no. Yes. No, 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 no. It's not gonna work with white. No. That works. Oh, we did it, I think. Oh, fuck me. Please don't do this. Okay. Take a picture of that. That's going to be your code for this dude's apartment, by the way. What's up, Enochian? How are you? So the Maya stand alone among early Mesoamerican cultures, evidence in the Dresden complex, a native book of pictures with explanatory hieroglyphs. Portions of the codex date back thousands of years. Some of the contents are just tables. Venus, all sorts of shit. The solar year. Michael D. Coe found that the Mayan culture was intrusive. Outsiders come from... This is just a bunch of research documents. Alright, well, good news is we now know the code to get into this dude's house. The cabin room, so let's just go there. And I took a picture of it. It is boop, 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 and boop. Enter. There we go. And before I get my butt kicked again... Alright, so this is just his little hobby room. Okay, start looking around.
Books in the case are real.
Oh my god. I wish this was Sudoku. I love Sudoku. What we got here?
It's a reel of 6.
Okay, get it. 40A, what does it say? A autopsy? Ooh.
Paper scattered around.
Oh, there's a trapdoor here. We'll check that out in a second.
Paper scattered around appears to have fallen off the bookcase.
Alright, nothing on the desk. What's this?
Desk made out of...
Yeah, get the desk made out of walnut, but...
Pencils are well... Nothing.
Alright, can we use this with this?
There's a projection screen.
Okay, so we gotta pull down the projection screen. I guess gotta turn off the lights too so we can see. There's no light switch in here. Oh, it's an alien autopsy.
What is this? It's got to be some sort of practical joke. Wait a second. Whatever that thing is, it just moved.
I mean, aliens aren't, like, unheard of in this game.
like I remember some sort of alien autopsy film from years ago, but that alien was dead. This thing looks alive. Just barely. Seems to be in a lot of pain. Wonder what happened to him.
I don't know. Maybe he's the robber. What's up, old man? How you doing? I'm not gonna sit and watch this whole thing.
Attention all units, attention all units, Central Dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to radar alarm, all units respond, code 3. Stir things up in a big way. Maybe I shouldn't be getting involved. This is the sort of thing that gets people killed.
It does. What's up, everybody? My name is 45. I'm a retro variety streamer. Play a bunch of games from the 70s all the way to now, always on true hardware when I can. And right now we're playing Tex Murphy, the Pandora Directive. And it is pretty shit. It's very disappointing. And it took the same control scheme as Under a Killing Moon, but took away like everything that made the game fun, right? So the story is dry, it's overly serious, which is stupid because Tex Murphy has never been known to be a serious detective game, and they're trying to do that here, and it's really not the vibe. It just doesn't vibe well. But you know who does vibe well with me? Old Man Sim sometimes, especially when he gives me games that aren't shit. But go over there, give him some love over on YouTube and Twitch. If you're on my side of the community, you should know him. He's a really cool dude, and he's playing Mario 64. I saw it in my feed. I didn't have time to pop in today because me and Amanda went out for pizza, just me and her. So I'm finally getting my voice back, so I should sound normal. Because if you were here 2 days ago, I sounded like Darth Vader, and it wasn't good. But as you can see, my score is negative 347 because they're requiring me to use money in this game, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And we're walking around environments that are too
like a post
overly done in. It's fucking stupid. With the same walk around look mechanic thing that I hate. Anyway, I got a lot of keys, so let's just go try to do our inventory scumming. Just go to the street. Just go to the fucking street. It's not that deep. Go to the street. I'm feeling a little bit better. The pain is kind of going away. Alright, so I got the key to Rusty's. Might as well go in here.
Well, Mac gave me the key to open the cop lock, but he didn't tell me how to deactivate it. The 4 nodes on the left have to link up with the...
This is common sense, brother. Those are linking. Are they not? What the f... What is this? Well, by this logic, I can just click around on fucking anything I want and it'll do it, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I gotta... There's zero reason why this one can't just go all the way through. What are you doing? Why is it forcing itself to go down that path? I can't change these nodes, man. This is stupid. This is like the Mist 4 of Tex Murphy. So it's gonna make a turn anytime it wants to, right? Is that the logic we're going? No, it'll go straight through sometimes. What the fuck is this? I don't like it. There's zero reason why this node won't go straight through. I'm just gonna scum this. You go to spot 3. Now it's going that way! It makes no sense! There is zero method or madness to this. None! Zero method or madness. So red can't go first. Cool. Green top. Red 3. Green top. Red 4. Alright. Finding Thomas Mallory. Find out what Emily is. See directory. Who is Emily? Finding out about Emily. Ask Clint about Emily. Who's Clint? Who's Clint? Nyla works in there. Rook works in there. Sandra works in there. Is Clint the owner of here?
This warehouse is just down the street.
Can I go in?
It's all locked.
No, it's locked up, so I can't go in. But there's a sewer here. Can I go in the sewer? Yeah, I guess. It's in the exact same area, yes. Alright, now I'm in a sewer. No, I don't want to climb the ladder. Fuck off. God, it's a fucking maze, dude.
A play bub.
You can't walk around normally in this fucking thing, so you just get launched around. It makes walking around a maze really hard. Sure, because I don't even know what this ladder is going to shit me out at. Right where I started. Good. This game's about to get fucked off. Then look, next thing you know, we get launched. It makes you lose where you're going. There's nothing wrong with WASD walking. Nothing! You're not I don't know if they're trying to be edgy or what. It's horrible. Now I'm back here.
What now?
Who is Clint?
Well, if it wasn't for me, he'd...
Oh, that Clint. Fucking bum, dude.
I heard you're working on some...
Keep talking, Coco boy. But one of these days, I'm gonna deliver you a left hook and teach you some manners.
Yeah, you're all talk, tough guy. You got something on your mind, spill it.
Yeah, I got some questions. Emily.
Emily? Yeah, you must be talking about the girl who sings at the Flamingo. She's come by here a couple times with a gigantic guy named Gus Leach.
Gus Leach, okay. Who's Gus Leach?
He runs the Fuchsia Flamingo, and he might be Emily's boyfriend. They come by every once in a while and order the bliss on a biscuit. Actually, now that you mention it, the last time those two were here, Leach dropped a key under his seat, and I didn't find it until after they left.
Can I have the key?
I've been meaning to run it down to the Flamingo, but if you're gonna go that way, drop it off for me.
Thank you.
He runs.
So Emily works at the Flamingo with someone named Gus Leach. Now that I got the key, maybe I should go ahead and pay him a little visit.
Okay. Alright, inventory. Got Leach's key. Let's use that on here.
Key doesn't seem to work on the front.
Doesn't work on the front door. Of course not. Why would it?
Didn't mean to wake you, Emily. I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
What a strange man.
You recognize this? It's your key. You dropped it down by Coy Tower, but I brought it by just to check and make sure it was the right one.
Well, you're a regular Boy Scout, aren't you?
Eagle Scout, but yeah.
What's funny you'd say that, because I used to be a Boy Scout, Troop 77. But now I'm a PI, and I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's that smell?
It's probably the scarf.
I'm not sure. But my best guess is this is what you're smelling. Oh, it's not mine. Really?
It's Emily's.
Where'd you get this?
It was at the hotel. Just be honest with him.
Well, I found it next door at the Ritz. That's where I live, and I've been trying to find out who it belongs to.
I'll make sure it gets to the right person. Now, why don't you run along before I call the cops?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Leach and I hit it off pretty darn well. At least he told me what I wanted to know. Emily lives at the Flamingo. Now I'll just have to find another way into the club, get past that big mute.
Yeah, he's a very big mutant, all right.
Maybe Chelsea could help. Seems to me she mentioned having a membership to the club. If she's home, I'll apologize and see if she'll go out for a drink with me. Maybe at the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry that... Alright, San Francisco. Let's go to Chelsea's apartment. She wasn't there before.
When
She
I
might
get
be
to
there
Chelsea's
now.
apartment at the Four Gables, there's a knot in my stomach as big as a cantaloupe. She's probably convinced I stood her up. I'll be lucky if she even talks to me.
No.
Hi.
You're just a little late, aren't you?
Okay. I know this looks really bad, and you're probably really upset with me.
You're damn right I'm upset. I didn't deserve to be stood up.
This has to be one of the worst days of my life. I finally get a date with you and somebody decides to knock me out. I wouldn't blame you if you never talked to me again.
Oh, I have heard a lot of lame excuses, but this has got to be the worst one ever.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I was out for like 16 hours.
Why should I believe you?
I told you before, Chelsea, I am crazy about you. And I'd do anything to make you crazy about me. I couldn't help not being here last night. But if you're not going to believe me, we might as well call it quits right now. I mean, we'll never get anywhere if you can't take me at my word.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just really looking forward to seeing you, and well, then you didn't come, and well, I figured you'd changed your mind.
No way. You can feel the bump on my head if you want.
Ooh. Are you okay?
Nothing a little TLC and 4 fingers of bourbon wouldn't take care of.
I am really not in any shape to go out for a drink. I've been up all night, and I am a total wreck. Give me a day or two to recover, and, well, we'll start all over. Okay?
Okay.
I am sorry that you had a bad night, and I'm even more sorry that I got so mad at you. Have a good night.
Ew, fucking weirdo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fuchsia Flamingo proudly presents your entertainment.
I fly back home and walk over to the front door of the Flamingo. Luckily, someone other than Leach is checking the memberships. I get a nice older couple to sponsor me, and I'm in like Flynn. Looks like Lucy Love is wearing the scarf I gave to Leach. Nice to meet you, Emily. Now I just gotta figure out how to get a minute of your time. Unfortunately, Leach hasn't taken his eyes off me since I sat down. He's probably wondering how I got in. I better get a move on before he throws me out. As soon as he gives me an opening, I'll see if I can slip upstairs to Emily's apartment.
Oh, thank God. There was like no way I was gonna. No.
Come near me, not scream. I mean it.
Hold on. I just need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you want?
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm looking for Thomas Malloy.
I know you.
Have we met?
No, you're a detective, right? Listen, I have to get ready for my next set. Why don't you have a seat right over here? I've heard you can help people.
I do my best.
You think you can help me?
That depends on the problem.
I think someone's gonna murder me.
Why would you think that?
It started a couple days after Thomas left. I got a weird call. Someone asking where Thomas had gone. I told them I didn't know, and they hung up. A couple days later, I found a note in my room. After I read it, I was so scared. I told Gus. He told me not to worry about it. That it was just some freak who gets off on scaring women. But I know it's not like that. It's serious.
Oh, this sounds like something the police ought to handle.
Gus says he'll protect me. He doesn't want the police or anyone else taking care of me. I know he means well. But sometimes... But he's always been so good to me. I don't know what to do.
I'll need to take a look at the note, if you still got it.
I do. But I tore it up after I read it. I was gonna throw it away, but I decided to save it and give it to the police.
Good girl. Now, if you received any calls or messages like this since then?
No. But I feel like someone's watching me.
I'll check that out. By the way, you tell me your real name?
Emily. Emily Sue Patterson.
Listen, Emily, I'll do what I can. But you gotta promise me that you'll tell me everything about Dr. Malloy.
Well, that's probably fair. I think I can trust you. Why are you looking for him?
Actually, I was hired by a friend of his to find him.
Hey, Emily, you're on it. What the hell are you doing in here?
Gus, it's okay. He just came up for an autograph picture. I'll be right
Get the photo another time. Get the hell out.
We were done anyway. Good night, Lucy.
Don't bother going back to your table. Just keep on walking right out of my club. If I see the flamingo again, I'll break your legs.
Well, my bar tab's on the table. Guess that means the drinks are on you. Night, Leach.
Men are imbeciles, women are erratic. Is this any good?
Well, not really. The guy generalizes too much, and I think all people who generalize are idiots.
Well, I'll have to cross that off my list of things to do.
So, to what do I owe this pleasant, yet entirely unprecedented visit?
Oh, you know how we women are. I've just been thinking things over again.
Oh, it's not a gender issue. I've been known to think things over on occasion.
Yeah, well, I finally reached a firm decision. I think. Something you said the other day has stuck in my head. You know, you told me that if I left, that you'd still be here when I got back. Did you mean that?
Listen, Chelsea. I've been like a rabbit in heat whenever I was near you for a long time now. But if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's patience. I can wait for you to come around.
It's nice to hear. I've decided I need a break. Time to decide what I want to do with the rest of my life. There's just one thing I need to ask you before I go. Tell me what you think about love. You know, romantic love.
Falling in love is like bungee jumping. Except the other person gets to hook up the bungee cord and you can't check to see if it's fastened to anything.
Sounds like you're not too interested in trying it again.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just I've got to be more careful this time. Same thing if I ever do the bungee thing again. Next time I won't eat a whole plate of nachos right before I jump.
Oh, I feel the same way. Oh, about being careful and not rushing into anything. Although, I must admit, of late, I've had some pretty strong impulses about you.
Tell me about these impulses.
Look, Doctor, I've had this urge to do something like... Wait, can't do this. It just could be too dangerous.
But I like danger. I like acrobatic danger right here on...
Look, Tex, I am really attracted to you. I mean, like, really. In fact, lately I've even been imagining what it would be like to, you know. And, well, that's why I need to take this trip to Phoenix to make sure, I'm thinking with my head.
Pretty fucking rapey, Tex.
Oh, I can't guarantee anything. But when I come back, don't be surprised if I come looking for you, Mr. Murphy. And you better be ready.
Man, I can't decide if Chelsea's really interested or if she just likes torturing me. Either way, I think I'll take a nice cool shower and get back to work. Maybe looking at the note Emily gave me last night will help keep my one-track mind off Chelsea.
Alright, so I got a note. God, it's one of these. Oh my god! When are they gonna learn? Puzzles like this are just stupid. Also, hey, by the way, if you haven't played the previous game, you're not gonna know how to turn these. So, like, what's the deal here? Brother in Christ. Okay, well that appears to be the top left, but it can't be because it's torn. You've given me no room to assemble this. A fuck ton of pieces. They better glue together. So fucking horrible. Be really cool if people stop tearing notes. Alright, this clearly goes somewhere over here. I don't know what the puzzle's gonna say. It's not like I have any insight as to what it could say. This could be literally any of the corners. That's a period. Fuck. Is that an I? It's an I'm. God bless America, dude. Of course they're not gluing. They're not gluing. At least we got to start here. Just glue! Is it I'm watching you? Is this game crap compared to the first game? I mean, the first game was a VGA, point and click adventure. So everything's better than that one. But this is just, it's taking it to a whole new level of annoying. That could be any of them. Okay, so that's that. I'm watching. Okay, so it's I'm watching you is what this says. That can't go over here. See, I would have thought that belongs to a very large E. I'm watching you. Let's put that over here. Trying to see. Okay, this one looks like it goes here. That goes there. That goes there. Where's the phallus one? That's... There we go. I take pictures. I need some like sharp. Stop. Just glue the fucking things, dude. I swear. I need the bottom of the K right here. There's that. That goes here. This probably goes right here. I'm watching you. There's the bottom of that. I take pictures. I gotta find whatever weird one goes here to fill this in. I hate this so much. I just want y'all to know I actually really fucking despise this. On a very strong fundamental level. Alright, so the coffee stain looks like it might go here. Am I missing a piece somewhere? Alright, that's that. Now I need a tiny piece right here. Yep. I'm watching you. I take pictures. Alright, we can find out where this one goes. Because we've connected this. It's be afraid. Is it be afraid? Where's the rest of the eye? That's the question I have right here. Because that clearly goes there. It's not sticking, but it's... Fuck off. Okay, that's sticking there, that's sticking there, that's sticking there. That's not sticking there. That's sticking there. I don't see any... Oh, it's because it's a two-parter. Okay. There's an arrow. And good riddance. Good riddance, bro.
Emily Stalker was careful not to leave anything traceable on this note. The only distinctive thing about it is the black arrow symbol.
Alright, so we got the black arrow symbol. And tons of information for dumb things I don't need. Let's see if we can travel back to Rusty's... Because that's the only lead I have right now is the key to the Acme, or to Rusty's whatever.
Rusty's front door. Rusty's front.
I wish there was some logic to this, but I don't think that it is. So I looked this up while I was on a little bit of a cutscene break, just to see how this one works. And I still don't understand how this puzzle works. I don't. But we did it. No giggles this time? That's a shame. Rusty, you devil. Okay. Let's look around. Just because it says it's empty doesn't mean it is, so. Boom, 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 boom. I guess everybody's breaking in and trying to do some stuff.
An impressive selection of masks.
Wonder if we can give Clint a better wig. Wow, they broke the thing here too.
Looks like some local hooligans have been in here.
Fucking hooligans.
Poor Rusty. An impressive selection.
Oh, what's this? What did that do? Oh, shit. So he had a secret thing here before. Okay.
Rubber chickens. They make me think of Grandma's rubber chicken pot pies.
What are all these things on the table?
Oh, now here's a classic. Fake vomit.
Okay, fake puke.
I once broke up with a... I wonder why Rusty would keep this copy machine.
Okay, so he's got a copy machine, chattering teeth.
Right about the time...
What's this? It's a trick door. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a thing, I guess. Did I just break the crime scene tape? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I steal that? No. So for anybody who doesn't know, Rusty was, he sold masks and other things, and his dead body was in here. In a jar.
This sink must have been used for...
So, yeah. Alright, what's up with the ladder? Where's the ladder gonna take us?
This ladder leads...
Okay, is there anything on the roof of the funhouse? Yes, I do want to climb this ladder. I don't know. That's something you have to ask Urban Dictionary. I don't know, did he have a rusty trombone? Alright, nothing crazy going on here. There's a pipe.
Ventilation.
Thank you.
Well, I won't be able to get into the water tower without a key.
Do I have a key?
Well, I'm surprised this guy...
If I was a key, where would I be hiding? Alright, I gotta take a break real quick because Davina has escaped. Don't go anywhere.
I've played a handful of Commodore 64 games, and I've learned by playing them that they can either be really awesome or really bad, and it ultimately depended on the ability of the programmers to make an idea work. Unlike the ZX Spectrum, the Commodore 64 was a computer that had some pretty powerful software for the era, and a vast library of games to check out. But that being said, today's video is about 10 games on the Commodore 64 you should avoid. Games that are not fun, ones that are just woefully unfun, a waste of time, or in some cases a dreadful port of time-cherished games. Now I know that some of you might have grown up on the Commodore 64, so bear in mind what I'm about to suggest is just an opinion, and I can't take away any of the memories you have for these games. After all, I'm just a boy. Let's begin. We're starting off hot with Grisor, also known as Contra, also known as Probotector. Yeah. Let's talk about Contra. So, the original arcade game was made in 1987. In America, this was known as Contra, while in the European regions, it was known as Grisor. When it made the jump to the NES, we retained the Contra name, while the European region had the title changed to Probotector, complete with sprite changes from humans to robots to avoid having the game banned in Germany. The equivalent of the ESRB, the BPJM, was really big on protecting children from violence in video games at the time, so Probotector it was. Now the Commodore 64 version is way better than the DOS version, but it does struggle with controls. How it works is that they split the controls between a joystick being in port 2 and using the spacebar on the keyboard. That's a tough sell for anyone. If the game was only running and gunning, this would be fine, but Contra has platforms, and you would have to press spacebar to jump. But how would you jump down? You'd need to move the joystick down and press spacebar. That's fucking insane. It's impossible to play, and when I play these games, I don't remap stuff to make it easier. I play it as it was natively intended, with the current configuration. It's just impossible. Frogger, now that's a game I don't talk about often. It's a very simple game from Konami, that's how I experienced it. It took me a while to play the real game, but I did know what Frogger was all about because I played some bullshit PC version of it in 1997. It was a different kind of game though, it was like a puzzle game. I don't know, I'd like to play it again if given the chance. But Frogger, baseline Frogger, is simple. We start on the side of the road and we need to get across the road. We pass a few lanes of traffic dodging vehicles and then we're on the riverbank. We need to hop on logs and alligators to make it to one of 5 slots at the top. When you fill all the slots, the level is complete. That's dope, I love it. It's simple, and it was ported to the Commodore 64 under license by Sierra Online. But that's not the version we're talking about. No. We're talking about the UK exclusive Frogger 64 by Interceptor Micro, a game that feels like you're controlling one of those frogs you dissected in high school. When you go up, you leap, like you should. But if you move left or right, you inch, which is weird. It completely makes the game impractical. If you've ever played this, you know that you need to move left or right on the logs to line up your final jump. And in this game, the left and right is just broken, and the little nooks at the top require pixel perfect lining up. If you want a good version of Frogger on the Commodore 64, make sure to play the Sierra and Parker Brothers joint version. It's actually playable. A long time ago, I did a full-on conquest of Novotrade, the same people who, for years, consistently shit out games that are generally unfun. And yes, before you yell at me, I am well aware that they made Echo the Dolphin. I know, I get it. I still don't like it. Same deal with Museum Madness on DOS. Ever played Tomcat Alley? I know some of you enjoy that one on the Sega CD, and that's fine, but it never did anything for me. And if you're wondering what their most recent crime against humanity was, Jaws Unleashed. Yeah, that's them too. They eventually changed their name to Appaloosa Interactive, so just know if you see that name, that's Novotrade wearing a fake mustache. But the game we're talking about right now is Bath Time. Bath Time is a silly single-screen game where you either play against the computer or a second player. But let's be real, nobody's coming over to your house to play fucking Bath Time, and if you asked me to, I'd call him a fucking weirdo on principle. The objective? Compete to control the water level in a Roman bathtub. There are 2 sprites, one at the bottom of the screen, the lower sprite, which you control in single player if you're playing that mode, and the one at the top, the upper sprite. Both move left or right to open or close valves that either fill or drain the tub. The goal depends on which side you're on. If the tub overfills, a swan escapes and the upper sprite wins. If the tub drains completely, the fish dies, and again, the upper sprite wins. Your job as the lower sprite is to keep the water at the correct level for roughly 40 seconds to a minute to win the round. To make things even dumber, an elephant and a boy occasionally wander in. The elephant removes water, the boy adds water. Why? Fuck, I don't know. Before the game starts, you can adjust the water speed and difficulty from 1 to 5, which sounds like depth, but it really just determines how quickly the whole thing becomes irritating. At least that's how it was for me. Got a flight sim for you. I don't get to talk about these often because I haven't really dived into the history of flight sims. With my self-imposed rules, I'd need to check them out when they were shit, which unfortunately for me is pretty much everything up to the 90s. Early flight simulators are rough, and Spitfire 40 is a prime example of that. As the name implies, we fly a Spitfire in 1940. World War II is getting dicey, so we need to take out tons of enemies. But good luck getting off the ground. I barely did. Hello? If you're watching this video, can you hear me? Yeah, this is all you're gonna hear the whole fucking time. This game also operates on the principle that frames per second are a suggestion. Either that or they got the acronym backwards and gave us SPF, seconds per frame. Once you're in the sky, the control stick moves freely, but everything else inches by. So it creates this illusion that you're in control, but every time you try to control the plane, it takes a few seconds for your inputs to register. Add in some jets you're supposed to shoot down. Nah, man. Fuck this game, it's dog shit. Oh man, Judge Dredd. You remember that movie? That was a banger. I can hear "I am law" every time I see the character. Thanks, Stallone. You're the real one. Lucky for you, though, this came out in 1986, not in 1995, so this is based on the comic book character, the one that was published in 2000 AD, the comic book 2000 AD, and was so popular that he jumped to the Judge Dredd magazine. Yeah, that guy. If you don't know what Judge Dredd is, it's basically a dystopian future where they decide that blending police and the judges were a good thing. That means you can sentence someone immediately, even if that means killing them on the spot. It's very much an allegory to police brutality. But good luck deriving that from Beam Software's bullshit game. You're supposed to walk around Mega City 1 solving crimes using the bike and your gun to do justice, but unfortunately everybody in this town is guilty of the most grievous crimes imaginable, so you just end up shooting everyone. There's an assortment of crimes to check out, like murder, arson, tobacco smoking. Yeah, big tobacco is fucked in this era. You never know what to do, where to go, and I feel that if you bought this as a kid, you were probably incredibly disappointed. There was a lot they could have done with this game, but Beam Software historically has been so incompetent that it really doesn't surprise me. Oh god, this one is back. Remember the sunburnt anal prolapse version of this on the ZX Spectrum? This one is actually not that bad. And I don't mean it's not that bad like go out and play it. I mean it's not as bad as the ZX Spectrum version, which isn't saying much because the bar on that is so low that a Nano Archeum Equitons can't even limbo it. Yeah, learn something today, Google that shit. This was ported by Imagine Software, a company that would go out of their way to port your epic game and make it a fucking creative hate crime. The title screen looks great, so when I booted it up, I was hoping maybe this would be awesome, because there are awesome games on the Commodore 64, you just have to try to find them. This version has awful graphics, dreadful controls, and oh, by the way, they managed to even fuck up the name of the game. It's The Legend of Kage, but I guess the word "the" was a little tough for you, huh? You know what's funny? The goons over at Imagine, they would go places in the future. They are a big part of what made Psygnosis games stand out. By the way, the two people being Mark Butler and David Lawson. And as a little tidbit of information for you, the company was sold to Ocean. Hell yeah, Motion of the Ocean, baby. Well, in a previous episode, we covered Predator 2. It was on the ZX Spectrum, and it was dog shit. Again, I've never watched a single Predator film. My knowledge is only from a weird comic crossover between Superman and the Predator, or just in knowing the character in general. I'm not really well versed in the lore at all. Now, I have a baseline knowledge of the movie though. A bunch of extremely sweaty men with guns go to the jungle to rescue someone, but it turns out the jungle has an invisible space hunter who treats them all like bonus objectives, picking them off one by one. Next thing you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger behaves like a caveman, goads a predator into a tunnel full of OSHA violations, and crushes him. Congrats, I just saved you 107 minutes. The game, though, it's literally the final part of the movie. By the time the game starts, all of your fellow sweat boys are dead, so it's just you running to the right, taking on scorpions, random soldiers, and obstacles, and if you're lucky, you'll make it to the Predator. The whole time you play this, you'll notice one thing. The controls are absolutely fucked. Imagine you're holding a joystick. You want to fire. Cool. Press the fire button. Want to aim? Hold down the fire button and move the stick. Want to punch with your left hand? Press the fire button and push the joystick forward and in the direction you're facing. Same with the right hand, just the other way around. Then there's an inventory system that uses F1, F3, F5, and F7 spaces, which isn't bad. To remind everybody, this is what the Commodore 64 keyboard looks like. So I can forgive the usage of function keys, but the constant finger gymnastics you need to do to perform simple attacks, no thank you. It's horrible. This is a game that disappointed me, Spirit of the Stones. It's a very well thought out game, but sometimes a thought process doesn't necessarily translate well in execution, and that's the problem with this one. Spirit of the Stones was created by Ian Gray and Lee Brain, and the intention of it was to be a real, authentic, real-world treasure hunt, not only in the video game, but in real life as well. There was a hardcover book that came with this game, and it had riddles that led to talismans that were hid all over the Isle of Wight. If you found it, you were given cash prizes. That's dope. It's like an early version of an alternative reality game, but the problem is, most people only cared about the book. The game itself is stiff, boring, and just dull. The controls are sluggish, and to me, it felt like all of the levels were the same, and that gets boring very quickly. But if you like plain and simple treasure hunting games that pass the time, this one might be for you. Would a Commodore 64 list be complete without an abstract isometric game to ruin my day? No. No, it wouldn't. This is a Mastertronic game, a very popular publisher in the UK. I know I openly talk shit about certain UK developers, but to me, Mastertronic as a developer and as a publisher, they actually tried. And in some ways, it was kind of their shtick, right? They were known for publishing budget PC games as low as £1.99 in the 80s. That's a big deal. Some of their games made a shit ton of money, like Chiller, Finders Keepers, or even Flash Gordon. But SOS, brother, it ain't one of them. SOS, which I can only assume means sack of shit, involves us playing as Sydney the droid crash landing on Alpha 5, and for whatever reason his radio broke into a few pieces. And for an even stranger reason, all of those pieces can magically be stitched together if you find it. That's cool. Then you realize this is the end-all be-all of fucking isometric games. Think of Batman on the ZX Spectrum, think of Solstice. It's that style, where rooms are as big as closets and you're expected to move tile by tile, all the while trying to rush, because as time goes on, you lose light. You need to find a lantern, but good luck finding one. The controls are tank controls, by the way, and the whole entirety of the game is trial and error. What could possibly go wrong? I am not a fan of Ikari Warriors. I have played so many different versions of this game, and to me, they are all microwave dog shit. I hate this franchise more than Q*bert and the isometric genre, en masse. The first game, it's bad, but it's playable. The sequel, literally everything about this game pissed me off. The controls are stiff, the gameplay is bland, the game is so slow, and the load times are even slower, and I was playing on an emulator. I had to speed up the frames every single time I died and between every single level transition. This game is as fun as dental work in the 1800s. I would rather drag my bare knuckles across a gravel driveway until I forgot my name. I'd rather sit bare-assed on a vinyl seat in the Las Vegas heat, just roasting my little chestnuts on an open fire, than ever play this again. It is an abhorrent departure from the arcade game, and it fundamentally boggles me that this game exists. I know why it does, money, but to make a game so well known, so unplayable, it's just bullshit. It's deceptive. I think it's fraud. Man, that's it for today's episode. What did you think of this list? Are there any Commodore 64 games you suggest people should avoid? Feel free to let the community know down in the comments section below. Speaking of our community, if you made it to the end of this episode, you're already home with us. We're a gathering of video game enthusiasts that love to remember when life was just a little bit easier to live. And if you align with that, feel free to subscribe. Finally, the single most important thing you could do for me is hit that thumbs up button, as it directly impacts the visibility of the videos and the projects that I work on every single day. As always, from my family to your family, good energy, good vibes. 45 out. I've played a handful of Commodore 64 games, and I've learned by playing them that they can either be really awesome or really bad, and it ultimately depended on the ability of the programmers to make an idea work. Unlike the ZX Spectrum, the Commodore 64 was a computer that had some pretty powerful software for the era, and a vast library of games to check out. But that being said, today's video is about 10 games on the Commodore 64 you should avoid. Games that are not fun, ones that are just woefully unfun, a waste of time, or in some cases a dreadful port of time-cherished games. Now, I know that some of you might have grown up on the Commodore 64, so bear in mind what I'm about to suggest is just an opinion, and I can't take away any of the memories you have for these games. After all, I'm just a boy. Let's begin. We're starting off hot with Grisor, also known as Contra, also known as Probotector. Yeah. Let's talk about Contra. So, the original arcade game was made in 1987. In America, this was known as Contra, while in the European regions, it was known as Grisor. When it made the jump to the NES, we retained the Contra name, while the European region had the title changed to Probotector, complete with sprite changes from humans to robots to avoid having the game banned in Germany. The equivalent of the ESRB, the BPJM, was really big on protecting children from violence in video games at the time, so Probotector it was. Now, the Commodore 64 version is way better than the DOS version, but it does struggle with controls. How it works is that they split the controls between a joystick being in port 2 and using the spacebar on the keyboard. That's a tough sell for anyone. If the game was only running and gunning, this would be fine, but Contra has platforms, and you would have to press spacebar to jump. But how would you jump down? You'd need to move the joystick down and press spacebar. That's fucking insane. It's impossible to play, and when I play these games, I don't remap stuff to make it easier. I play it as it was natively intended, with the current configuration. It's just impossible. Frogger, now that's a game I don't talk about often. It's a very simple game from Konami, that's how I experienced it. It took me a while to play the real game, but I did know what Frogger was all about because I played some bullshit PC version of it in 1997. It was a different kind of game though, it was like a puzzle game. I don't know, I'd like to play it again if given the chance. But Frogger, baseline Frogger, is simple. We start on the side of the road and we need to get across the road. We pass a few lanes of traffic dodging vehicles and then we're on the riverbank. We need to hop on logs and alligators to make it to one of 5 slots at the top. When you fill all the slots, the level is complete. That's dope, I love it. It's simple, and it was ported to the Commodore 64 under license by Sierra Online. But that's not the version we're talking about. No. We're talking about the UK exclusive Frogger 64 by Interceptor Micro, a game that feels like you're controlling one of those frogs you dissected in high school. When you go up, you leap. Like you should. But if you move left or right, you inch, which is weird. It completely makes the game impractical. If you've ever played this, you know that you need to move left or right on the logs to line up your final jump. And in this game, the left and right is just broken, and the little nooks at the top require pixel perfect lining up. If you want a good version of Frogger on the Commodore 64, make sure to play the Sierra and Parker Brothers joint version. It's actually playable. A long time ago, I did a full-on conquest of NovoTrade, the same people who, for years, consistently shit out games that are generally unfun. And yes, before you yell at me, I am well aware that they made Echo the Dolphin. I know, I get it. I still don't like it. Same deal with Museum Madness on DOS. Ever played Tomcat Alley? I know some of you enjoy that one on the Sega CD, and that's fine, but it never did anything.
Alright, sorry about that. Davina is horrible. I don't think there is anything over here, though. At least not that I can see. And those should be just windows, right? Oh my god, stop! I heard a pigeon fly away. That's cool. We have our secret door here. No. Alright, what's our next piece of evidence? Here we go. Let's go in here. What if they fix the hole in the wall that guy ran through? Yeah, that's what this was. So yeah, it's just a storage unit now.
I'll need to move it out of that tight corner.
Oh shit. Okay. Excuse me.
These crates are more barrels of top.
Do I need to move any of these? There's a box over here. What we got in here? Ooh, a bunch of stuff. Got a peg leg.
Sword looks pretty sharp. It's probably.
And it's just a peg leg. So it's just a bunch of pirate shit.
That's a nasty hook. Well, blow. Must belong to the.
Okay. Do I need to move it with the crane thing that we put the clown on? God.
This button must turn off. This button must turn.
You gotta be fucking kidding me? You're not even gonna let me see the thing while we're doing it?
This panel must
Is the crane on
This ring looks...
I'm gonna have I'm gonna end up fucking this game off. I'm very close. This is stupid.
In a box.
Here I am, teleported right in front of it. God. Stop it.
This button probably lowers stuff.
Okay, just do it, please. Alright, is it clicked on? Or do I need to maybe use the peg leg? Yeah, there we go.
That ought to do the trick.
All just to lift it up? It's just a picture. All that for a picture of Southeast Asia. Okay, cool.
That door leads...
Thank you. Alright, let's go talk to Louie. We got tons of stuff.
I have absolutely no idea. What did Chelsea tell you?
Well, she and I talked for a bit. She's having a rough go of it.
Why?
Well, maybe I'm just not in touch with my feminine side, but what exactly is so rough?
Well, it's part you, part turning 30. I told her everyone goes through a phase like this. I haven't yet. Of course, I'm still young. I'm 58 and I still ain't ready to settle down. Tell me, Mike, you ever been truly in love with someone?
Yeah.
Sure. Used to be married.
Yeah, the only thing easier than falling in love is getting married.
It's true.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's a hell of a lot harder to get out of a marriage than it is to get into one.
You know what it is, Mike? Chemicals. Up in your brain. We got these chemicals going bananas.
It's true.
Yeah, when the old dorsal amygdala gets fired up, look out for trouble.
My point is, falling in love don't mean a lot. What's hard is knowing someone real well and still liking them. But that ain't even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is finding someone you can trust.
Why is Louie a better therapy than most
now,
people?
I'll get off my soapbox. What can I do for you?
I mean, there's just so much shit.
That's sorry. I've heard talk that a stranger's been seen around the neighborhood for a while now. Of course, a lot of people come and go around here. Leach is the guy who opened the club. Big fella. Got a real hearty appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cops...
Like, none of this is helping me.
You're okay.
I got all this shit that maybe Rook can help me with.
So, Chelsea left town, eh? Well, I was wondering how long it'd take before you drive her out of the state.
Hey.
Apparently you haven't heard everything. Someday, Chelsea and I will tell you the rest of the story.
Keep dreaming, Murphy. Dreams are healthy.
Such an antagonist.
What are you here for?
I mean, I got like all of this stuff, but
I don't want that.
okay.
That's the name of the man in the photo?
Yeah.
He only came in here once.
Okay.
You I've heard that a stranger's been seen lurking around the neighborhood lately. I figured it was just you getting your jollies.
Why can't I just stand in his fucking store? Why do I have to keep getting out? Map of Asia, examine. Wow.
So this is the Ida Malloy Pond. I'm no expert, but
So I want to ask him about that.
whoever wrote this,
It's in a weird language.
it looks like now.
I got this antenna I still have no fucking clue to use for. This game sucks. It sucks.
I can.
What do you know about this?
I don't want that. Now, I'll admit you have. Oh, Louise.
Okay, black dagger, child photo, jackknife. I got cash. None of this makes sense. We can go talk to Nilo, see if he knows anything, but he's such a dick every time I talk to him.
¿Cómo está?
Shut the fuck up. Ask about...
Nope. Don't. He runs the Flamingo.
Okay.
One big S.O.B. Nope.
You have no clue about that, huh?
Look.
Child photo? Yeah, it's just a picture of a kid. I don't know at all. Like, it makes no sense. It says her name is, like, Reagan Ages. But it won't let me ask anybody about it, so I don't know. Maybe he's trying to find some child of his. Not Tex Murphy, the person that we're, like, talking to. Let's go back to the cabin. I might have to look up a walkthrough. I genuinely don't know what we're supposed to do in this game. And it's pissing me off. Because the rest of them have been so... The rest of them have been so good. Alright, there was this trapdoor I didn't open, so let's see if we can.
Oh, Lord. Someone put some good holes in this guy. There's not much left of him, but I don't think this is Malloy, judging by the hair. Looks more like the guy in the photo downstairs. David Wright. The question is, who's responsible for this? And did they get Malloy, too?
There's literally nothing else here? Okay, well, let's just cover his naked ass body up.
What now?
Found a dead body.
I just need to ask you a few questions.
Fine. Hurry.
What about the body that I just found? You don't want to ask him about that?
There are a lot of perverts running around these days.
Take a look at this note. Damn. Did you get this? I got it from a client. What can you tell me about it?
You ever hear about the Black Arrow Killer?
No.
It's vaguely familiar, but refresh my memory.
Oh no, you're on your own in this one. You take care of yourself. That's dangerous territory.
Great.
You think I know? Most of what I know came from the papers. I know there's a rumor around that the Black Arrow Killer has moved out here.
Okay.
I don't know anymore. There are a lot of... You think I know...
Alright, so now we have more things to talk about if we go back to Chandler. Maybe ask around here for this. This is...
Back again?
I don't want that. What do you know about this?
I don't want.
Okay. Ask about Black Arrow Killer.
I read about the Black Arrow Killer in the newspaper. But why are you asking me about him? He was arrested in Nevada some time ago.
Because this.
I don't want...
You know, he doesn't even care. Fucking.
Of course I've heard about it. I just doubt I know any more about it than you. I read about... that imbecile. How should I know who's that?
Alright, we're going to be hinting our way through the game at this point. Finding Thomas Mallory. Find out about the Black Arrow Killer. See the directory. Go to the brew and stew and talk to Louis. Okay. I hate that I have to use in-game hint systems for something that was so straightforward previously. It's very frustrating to me.
Hey, what can I do for you, Mike?
Moif? Tell me about the, Black Arrow Killer.
I remember reading about the Black Arrow Killer. Someone was covering the story in the Bay City Mirror.
Yeah? What is that?
That's... You want to find copies of the Black Arrow Killer articles? I throw out all my old papers, but Rook sometimes holds on to his. Keeps him in the alley back at the pawn shop.
Alright, I was just there. Thank you.
Good Lord, Murphy.
Give yourself some...
And you're full of baloney.
Bay City Mirror.
The Mirror is a fine publication. I try to save my...
Okay, can I have yours? Let's go to the alley, and if we're lucky, they'll be there.
Yeah,
Is that what this is? Well, how convenient. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is what we care about. Alright, so we learned about that, but again, it does fuck all for me. Absolutely fuck all. Hint. Finding Thomas Malloy, Black Arrow Killer. Arrange a meeting with Lucia Purnell. Sandra. Finding more money. Translating the letter. Offer the untranslated letter to Louis. To Louis? Why would I give Louis anything? He doesn't give a shit.
How can I?
Untranslated letter. You recognize this?
Whoever wrote this has...
You recognize it, huh?
Well, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say it's written in Yucatec. It's a Mayan language spoken in southern Mexico. I can't help you with the translation, though. You know who might be able to help you is Clint. I heard he's quite a world traveler. You might give it a try.
Okay. Go talk to the chocolate man.
If you're here for chocolate...
I'm not.
I'm not here for chocolate.
Ask about the Yucatec language.
Louis told me that you might be able to help me out.
Ah, how's that?
Well, he says you're quite a world traveler. Tell me what you make of this.
Let's see. Here it is. The cheese factory is on fire. Hell, I can't read any of that crap. Jesus, I tell Louis I went to Tijuana a couple times, and now what? Suddenly I'm Marco Polo?
Yes. See if he's got a book.
What now?
Ask about the Yucatec language.
As a matter of fact, I just received a large number of reference books from an estate. If I'm not mistaken...
Here you go.
Well, I hope my new purchase will...
Alright, now that I have that, let's go look at it.
If Louis was right, this book should...
Okay, so what do you want me to do? Combine it? Yucatec made easy. There we go. Is it gonna do it automatically? Because that'd be really cool if it did. Okay. You take still session, the ciphering work. For Aha 8 Kumku is, of course, the date at which the Mayan calendar begins. Jesus. Corresponding to 3113 BC in the Gregorian calendar, experts have always believed the date was arbitrary and that the Mayan culture didn't even exist till the 1st century AD. The remainder of that tells me there's there for centuries. The birthplace, of course, I'm intrigued. Hopefully, my next communication on more details. Can I go there? No. No. And no. Hint time. Find out about the Black Killer. Arranging a meeting. My fucking god. How am I gonna ask him about someone I've never even heard of before?
I can't imagine why you don't.
Lucia Purnell.
I remember Lucia Purnell. Quite a strong-willed young woman. She works for the Bay City Mirror and came to interview me right after my shop was broken into. I
Okay.
have her business card here if you want to contact her.
Mm-hmm. I do. Which means we're going back to my office so we can use the vid phone. So, that's what we're gonna do. Travel. We're gonna go to the Ritz, go to my office. And look at our inventory. Purnell's business card. There's her phone number. Cool beans. Lucia Purnell, dial.
This is a private number.
Oh my gosh, stop being so extra.
Yeah, I know. This is Lucia Purnell, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Purnell. Who are you?
Tex Murphy.
My name's Murphy. I'm a PI, and I'm investigating a case you covered in the Bay City Mirror. The Black Arrow Killer.
Yeah? So are 1,000 other people. What makes you so special?
I have a client who's being stalked. The MO points to it being the Black Arrow Killer.
Look, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but there are a lot of copycats out there. I need something stronger than a similar MO before I'd get involved.
I've got a note that might be from the Black Arrow Killer.
Okay, let's meet. I can tell you whether it's the real thing or not.
You're so reading a cue card.
Where should we meet? You know, I prefer a place with good
I hope you don't mind, but I've been tracing your call. I know the area, and if it's okay with you, we'll meet at the...
Tex Murphy.
I got it.
What a bitch, dude. Why is she such a bitch? There's no need to be a bitch to me. I did nothing wrong. What an ass bandit of a woman. Holy hell.
Well, I hope I didn't take you away from anything important.
Nah, just a fight with my editor. Can't even remember what we argued about.
Well, don't worry, because I'm not here to start a fight.
Truth is, I piss people off, usually the wrong people.
Well, at least we got that in common.
I can't
Good.
possibly
Well, you said you
imagine
had a
why.
note?
Could it be your cheerful disposition?
Where'd you get this?
I got it from a client.
Your client's in danger, Murphy. How much do you know about the Black Arrow Killer?
Killed a few people in the Southwest a couple of years ago, and then a girl around here got killed recently.
You know, Malden might know more than he's letting on. Then again, he might not. Of course, if he did, I doubt he'd tell you. He's not that stupid.
I'm not so sure about that. Look, why don't you fill me in on a few details, and then I can be certain.
It's a long story.
Come on over to the booth and hear me.
You're slightly above average, aren't you?
Yeah, and many things.
Well, we'll just have to cut you down to size, won't we? When the first bodies turned up in Arizona in the summer of '41, the local police tried to keep the story off the wires. They didn't want the bad publicity. It wasn't until March of '42, when 3 other victims were found, that the story really broke big. Turned out the killer in all 5 cases had the same M.O. He sent notes to his victims before murdering them. I had a chance to see one of those notes. It was exactly like this one.
Had the black arrow, all that?
Right, and the block lettering, same words, everything. You probably know cases like this can spawn copycat murders. For that reason, the police didn't release copies of the notes to the media.
Well, so they could differentiate between the copycat killer and the real killer.
Exactly. Anyway, the Black Arrow killer racked up 2 more victims in Nevada before the police finally caught up with him. At that point, the FBI moved in and media coverage evaporated. The name of the guy they arrested was Leroy Kettler. The night they booked him, he hung himself in his cell with a shoelace. Funny thing is, he was wearing cowboy boots.
Now that's a little hard to explain.
After things cooled off, I went down there and interviewed a few people, including an inmate who told me that 2 men in suits went to Kettler's cell the night before he hung himself. I'm pretty sure they were NSA.
NSA? What would the National Surveillance Agency be doing messing around with a serial killing case? More than that, why would they kill Kettler?
Maybe he was a fall guy. Or maybe Kettler really was the serial killer and the feds just didn't want the case resolved. Regardless, there was a cover-up.
Mac Malden said there was another case around here. How does that tie in?
It doesn't. The girl was a grad student at San Francisco Tech. There was no indication that she was receiving threatening notes, and there was nothing out of the ordinary before she was murdered. Oddly enough, the police found a note in her room. At that point, the feds moved in and took over.
That girl, what was her name?
Collins. Sandra Collins. You know something I ought to know?
I'm not sure.
Now, there's no chance that you can give me the name of your client?
You know I can't do that. But I'll tell you what. If I find out who's stalking my client, you're gonna get a scoop out of this.
That's a fair deal. By the way, have you heard of a place called Autotech?
Don't think so.
Might be worth checking into. Oh, and Murphy, one more thing. When I was following this story in Nevada, I met a guy just like you, a PI. He asked a lot of questions, too. A week later, he had a tag on his toe. Suicide, I think.
Purnell certainly gave me a lot to think about. What's the common denominator between Fitzpatrick, Malloy, Kettler, and this young woman, Sandra Collins? Too few details, too many implications. The bottom line is, whoever sent the note to Emily's for real, and she's in danger. Purnell mentioned a place called Autotech. Maybe that's a place to start. Somebody just jumped off the water tower on the roof of Rusty's funhouse. Dressed all in black. Maybe Emily wasn't just imagining that someone was watching her.
Interesting. Can we go straight there? Because I don't want to climb that ladder again. I really don't. Rusty's funhouse. There we go. Funhouse roof. Let's go ahead and save. Seems like a good idea to save here. Fucking weirdos. Oh, there's a jacket here.
I wonder if this jacket could have been left by that shadowy figure I saw up here earlier. Let's see what's in the pockets. A cufflink and torn pieces of a photograph.
I can't wait to put that picture together. Okay, we got cufflinks. Let's look. Fuck off, cufflinks. Examine.
DH. Probably the monogram of the person I'm trying to find.
Probably. Alright, here we go. Jesus Christ. Alright, so this is the picture. I'm assuming... What's wrong with putting them all in the right orientation before handing me this shit? Like, it makes no sense. It's not edgy, it's not fun, it's not cool to do that shit. It's a street sign, so obviously it's gotta be here. And obviously not all the pieces are here, because if they were... Or maybe I'm just an asshole, I don't know. Pole goes there. It's gonna be one more pole area. This is definitely bottom right. That goes there. Is the pole a little bit longer? No. "24 hours. This goes here. Goes there. It's like a pylon, isn't it? That goes there. Okay, so what is this?
It's like the exterior of Autotech, whatever that
Okay.
is. Well, Purnell seemed to think it was important. If I can examine this picture more closely, maybe I can find something that will help me figure out where this place is.
Okay, well, let's...
I could use a cooling unit like this in my office.
What's he doing on the ladder, though? That's the question. Is it unlocked?
Well, I won't be able to...
Nah, it's still locked.
Looks like... DA... If Louis was right, looks like the exterior of Autotech. Whatever. Looks like the exterior of Autotech.
Okay, can I go to Autotech? I'll have to go to the electronics shop. To find a way to visualize this picture. Buy that.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
And then let's see if we can combine this with this picture. Yes, okay. All right, Barcelona.
Looks like Autotech is located at 144 Barcelona.
Okay, cool beans. Let's go here.
I find the Autotech building without any problem, but all the doors require some kind of security card, which I don't have.
Okay. Let's see if we can get some more information from her now that we're there. If we can have like a conversation with her on the vid phone if she's not too busy.
Hey, guess what I found out? I got a source that told me Leroy Kettler signed a confession before he supposedly killed himself. Only now it's like the confession never happened. No paperwork, no nothing.
Interesting.
Kettler was the real Black Arrow killer?
Looks that way. Maybe the NSA found it useful for people to think that the killer's still on the loose. So why'd you call?
Yeah, I just needed to ask you a few questions.
I can't help you. I remember when Rusty disappeared. Big news. I hear they found the body right in the funhouse.
Yep, sure did.
I can't help. I like working for. Doesn't. Autotech. Gee, that sounds familiar. Wish I could help you with it.
Don't be a bitch.
Me? There's nothing I'd like more than to light a fire under the National Surveillance Agency. It's like they say. Could be. Are you gonna... I can't... Doesn't... I talked to her family after the murder, but they didn't have any useful information. If you want to give it a try, I'll give you the address.
Yeah, please.
He was the guy living in the dumpster by Rook's pawn shop. I interviewed... The Bruin Stew is one of my favorites. I don't mean to come across as unfriendly, but I do...
Alright, so she should have given me the address, right? So can we go there now? Yes. Alright.
The Collins residence is in the New City, in a nice middle-class neighborhood. Takes some explaining, but I finally get Mrs. Collins to let me look around her daughter's room. She tells me that nothing's been moved in the room since the police were here.
Okay. Shit, man. Dude got in everything. What's this?
A silk gown.
Yummy.
Cosmetics or... These papers line. Looks like some...
God, I can't wait to open up every single one of these and then...
I have a hunch.
Man, how am I supposed to fucking see in there, bro?
I have a hunch that some of these drawers... I have a hunch that...
What is this?
Nothing in here.
No, her underwear drawer.
Nothing in.
More unmentionables.
The shelves are filled. Nothing of interest.
See, nothing of interest to you, but it might be to me.
Looks like...
What's this?
Cosmetic.
More cosmetics? Fucks.
Looks like...
So she has some cool jobs. What's that?
Silk. This paper.
Just papers all over the place. What's this?
Cos
Oh!
An Autotech security card. I wonder if Sandra Collins worked at Autotech.
She didn't, not according to her resume, no.
Fitzpatrick said she worked at the college.
Is that all we needed from here? I'm hoping so, because this is a fucking stupid environment. Every environment in this game so far has been stupid. It's like they went on the wrong direction with it creatively.
Nothing too fast. Typical sliding club. Nothing too...
Alright, let's go back to Autotech, now that we got the card.
Autotech is housed in a nondescript building in the industrial sector. I go around to a side door and slip the card through the scanner. The door clicks open and I find myself in an empty lobby.
Okay. We can go ahead and save. Autotech. Autotech. Alright, that's actually going to be a good stopping point for tonight, because I got to get the kids to school. They have a half day. There's a lot of stupid stuff I have to do tomorrow, so... Okay. For everybody watching on YouTube, feel free to come on over to Twitch. There's a lot more I can do for you, be it sound effects, stream loots, cards, or channel point redeems. YouTube does not have anything like that, and it sucks, but I try my best to keep y'all over there entertained as well. For everybody over on Twitch, feel free to check out my YouTube. Tons of long form, short form videos, top 10s, things to scratch that nostalgia itch. If you want to guide the raid, feel free to do so at this time, and make sure you follow and subscribe on both your respective platforms. All right. I know my voice is kind of being shitty right now. I'm sorry. We're going to find somebody playing a PC game. And Ghoulbabe's playing Police Quest, which is one of my favorite games. So we're going to go over there and hang out with her tonight.
With Natrol, you get the sleep you need to...
Alright, feel free to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. We will be playing this again. I'm just going to keep trying to push through it. I want to see it through. Once we beat this, I don't have enough money for the final game in the franchise. It is a very new game. It came out, I think, like 2021. And it's $20. And so that'll effectively end our franchise lock. And we'll probably play Gex. We are fully loaded on overrides. So Gex 2, the European version, is going to be the one we play. Okay? As always, for my family, your family, good energy, good vibes. Fortify out, keep the flames so burning. Flames of retro gaming burning even stronger. We'll be back tomorrow with more... Tex Murphy, okay?